Repair. Amanda Court at Next Mortgage. NMLS 1083851. Grunt's Brothers Party Store. Big Rapids Roofing. Rivertown Real Estate. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Rebound Home and Community Therapy. Carl Jeff's Farm Bureau Insurance. Big Rapids Public Schools. And B1039. Time now to go to the field with the voice you know, Kyle Wells.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, for the inaugural broadcast of the Big Rapids Cardinals 2026-2027 football season here in the friendly confines of Cardinals Stadium. And thank you for joining us. It's going to be a great year. Looking forward to some really great football. Obviously, head coach Mike Selzer coming back, and the team looks very primed and ready to maybe repeat a long, hopefully what we think is a deep playoff run. That's what we're hoping for. So either way, thank you again to all the sponsors that helped put this thing together, and we're just happy to be in the booth, so happy to be in the community. Thank you to everyone for supporting Cardinal football. It's going to be a great year, and we will get started here before we got about 15 minutes or so before the anthem starts, and we're going to try to get some lineups out of the way. So led by head coach Mike Selzer and his coaching staff, Nate Fricky, Kurt Dubowski, David McCall, Chris Jones, Pat Craven, Ken Rangel, Gus Rangel, Logan Griffiths, Phil Wilbur, and Mike Batke, and obviously the Big Rapids athletic trainer, Jess Van Trustenberg. And so here we do have a little bit of interview action with Mike Selzer. Took place this past Wednesday with Pat Curry and Brian Miller, and we are going to take you to that interview right now here on Beer 1039.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? It's Pat and Brian.
I'm doing good, Pat. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, another year. I don't feel any different than I did last year, so we should be able to roll pretty good this year with this thing, unless something medically happens to me. I feel I can do another year. How about you, Mike? How do you feel about another year?
I feel good. You know, it's just kind of a plug and go type thing. You know, we do a pretty good job of getting the kids ready, so you know, I feel like each year it gets a little bit easier and easier, and my coaching staff does such a solid job that sometimes I wonder what it is that I do besides paperwork side.
One thing we're very fortunate about Big Rapids, Mike, is, and I really appreciate this, is parent input. Did the parents come in and tell you what position to play their kid? And I'm only being facetious here.
I usually get a couple of parents that think that that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But you know, we're so fortunate that we have such great parent support in everything we do, you know, especially at Big Rapids.
Yeah. You just don't want to go out in the parking lot. But you don't want to go out in the parking lot after a game.
Well,
right?
Usually that's why we have that 24-hour rule, right?
There you go. Yeah, you rush. You look like Nick Saban running to the dugout.
Well,
I'm out of
usually
here.
the last one out.
Yeah, I know
taking
that.
care of all the stuff. So let the parking lot clear out a little bit.
No, you're good. Hey, you got a nice little quarterback coming up this year in Brant, baby Brant, right? He's a junior.
Yep, he's a junior. He's been our JV quarterback the last couple of years. Also got some meaningful minutes the last few years on varsity. Might look a little different than last year. He'll be a bigger run factor, you know, and so the big thing now is he's got the best arm of any high school quarterback I've ever coached. And so if we can get him to process his reads, you know, his pass reads at game speed, and trust what he sees, then, you know, he'll be a dynamic dual threat quarterback.
Do you have some good wideouts then to catch that ball?
You know, we do. We got Vash Schuberg. He came up and played varsity quite a bit last year. He'll be out at the split. We also have Hudson Challenger. He moved up from Georgia this year. And he's kind of built like Vash, kind of a tall, skinny receiver who can stretch the field vertically, but also a good possessions receiver, you know. And then we got the youngest of the foster kids in Eli. He'll be our boundary side slot, so he'll be a run threat as well as a receiver threat. And then on our field side slot, we have Austin Muscle, who'll be a solid blocker and a great possession receiver for us. And then we put Danny Langell, moved him from slot to our tailback position, and he'll be an integral part of our passing game as well.
Boy, he's athletic, isn't he, Danny?
Yeah, he's a dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Well, he's a worker.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I admire that whole family. I tell you, their dad is tremendous man, a great father, and the mother there, and the kids are just growing up the great American style. Boy, you sound like you really got a great
life lessons.
I'm sorry, Mike, what?
I said they're doing a great job of teaching their kids life lessons and letting them kind of grow up and mature.
Yep. Yeah. How about linemen? Who are they?
We got Austin Brandt will be back this year. He's our sole returning starting lineman from last year. He'll be kind of the leader of the line at center. And then at two guards will either be Eric Wilbur and Jackson Cook will be splitting time at a guard. The other guard will be Coop Schuberg. And then we got two athletic tackles and Mason Edinger and Peter Geib at the two tackles, and then we got River Johnson, who's also on the line. So we had some pretty athletic linemen.
Wow, you got some pretty good people there, don't you? I mean, I thought we were going to be a little bit down this year. I know they're youthful, right? You don't have a lot of seniors, do you?
We don't. We have like 10 seniors is all, and but we got a roster of 30.
Wow, that's
and
good.
So, big junior class. We got Vash is a sophomore, and he's brought up. So, we got a good mix.
Yeah. And the JV team, they have a pretty good team this year, too?
Yeah, they should be solid. JV numbers kind of exploded on us. We're at 50 on the JV right now.
Holy Lord.
Yeah, so about 20 sophomores and 30 freshmen. When we get to a spot where we're comfortable and feel that we can put a safe product out there, we're still looking to maybe split that into two teams.
Well, how do you do that, Mike? Real quickly?
You look, so like most of our conference doesn't have a freshman team or a JVB. And so if we can get those kids brought up to speed and safely do that, then we'll start looking for freshman games, mainly out of Grand Rapids or a little bit further north, and see if we can pick up an extra game for those guys.
Well, how do we match up with Paw Paw? They come back with a senior class, heavy, talented group. I know they're always in the hunt for the playoffs at the end of the year. I applaud you for playing a team like that. A lot of guys would like to shy away from that, but you and Scott Schenkel, you guys go right into the deep of things and play some tough teams at the beginning. How are they looking this year?
It's it's kind of like Michigan State does, right? Get some really tough teams up front, so your weaknesses are exposed and you know what you have to work on, and then kind of before you enter the playoffs, you play a couple of teams to fine-tune things. So like on the front end, we got Paw Paw and Kennewood Hills, who are both playoff teams last year. And then on the tail end, we got Saginaw Heritage, who's a Division II team. I listened to their coach talk, and he said they have 30 seniors on their squad.
Wow.
And so they're going to be really solid. And then week 9, we finished with Freeland, who's a perennial playoff team every year. So we beefed the schedule up a little bit, and we really look forward to the challenge. As far as Paw Paw is concerned, every year they put out a good product. We play the T week 1 so that our kids are used to it or have seen it before we play Reed City, and very similar styles, big, strong, powerful kids. And they got a couple of good running backs and a solid quarterback. They got an offensive tackle that's 6'6", 285. They got a center who's 6 foot, 265. So they have the ability to move the ball pretty well. Defense, they're going to load the box and make us throw the ball, which is, something that we're going to have to do if we want to be successful for a postseason run.
Well, that being said, I know coaches learn from other coaches and strategies and this and that. I remember a few years ago, and maybe you'll reflect on this, but we were supposed to play a team, and we were a real powerhouse, and they weren't. And they came up and canceled the game because of flu. You might think of that excuse not to play that team. Get the flu on your team that week.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do that.
I know.
I think we got the numbers, and we got the dudes that I think we can play with anybody.
Yeah, you're playing some pretty tough teams there. That's great. I congratulate you on that. But we don't play Cadillac. I'm just curious. Back in the day, that was a great traditional game between the two teams, Cadillac and Big Rapids. It's kind of sad that we don't play them, or are we playing them?
We are not. It just, when teams get locked into conferences, then it's a matter of what open games do you have, and can that match your schedule, right? And then with the way the playoffs work, what's a good matchup for us might not be a real good matchup for an opposing team for playoff points in that, and vice versa. So, it's tough for schools to play teams that are smaller than them or in different divisions. And so, there's a lot that goes into trying to build a schedule that works for your team.
Is Cadillac a lot bigger in Big Rapids?
We're Division 4, they're Division 3. And so for them to play a smaller school that has the ability to beat them, it's not a big reward for them.
So why would the Heritage, what class are they in Freeland? Freeland's about our size, aren't they?
They're Division 2, and they struggled to find a schedule.
Wow.
And so that's where those things, I think that one is a much more upside for us than it is for them.
Yeah. Then Freeland, they're about the same as us, or are they smaller?
They're a Division 4 also, so that one makes sense because both teams have been, the last 5 or 6 years playoff-bound teams. So it doesn't really, hurt your playoff points.
Well, I won't bore you, everybody, but just go through your schedule. Then I won't ask you who you're playing. Who are you playing? Okay. Week 1, Paw Paw. Week 2, Week 3. Go through the schedule and we'll go.
Yeah, Week 1 is Paw Paw. Week 2 is Kennewa Hills at Kennewa Hills. Week 3 is Tri-County at Tri-County. Week 4 is Reed City at Reed City. Week 5 is Grant. Week 5 is Chip Hills home. Week 6 is Grant. Week 7 is Newaygo. Week 8 is Saginaw Heritage, and Week 9 is Freeland.
There you go. Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. I know you got to get going. Girls, do you have any questions for Coach Seltzer? Huh?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, come on. You got to ask one question for him. What is it?
What are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward. I look forward to practice every day. This, I think, is my 32nd year of coaching, and I look forward to being out on the practice field every day with the kids. They're amazing to be around. The perspectives, how they changed over the last 30 years, and building those relationships is what I look forward to most. And then, celebrating a Friday night with them is always a highlight.
Talk about celebrating. Celebrate your assistant coaches. Who are they in position?
Right. So our defensive coordinator is Nate Fricky. Our offensive coordinator is Ken Rangel. Our linebackers coach is Philip Wilbur and Dave McCall. On the D lines, we have Chris Jones. On the offensive line, we have Pat Craven and Logan Griffiths. At receivers, we have Gus Rangel, and then at running backs is Kurt Dubowski. So, those guys have been with us for, few of them have been with me since I got here. Few of them have been on for the last 3 years, and we're fortunate to have such a strong staff of guys that help guide kids and athletes and know football as well.
Yeah, Logan Griffiths is that. He's a Morley Stanwood boy.
He is. Yep.
Yeah, I know Logan.
He came on
Griffiths Construction
the last couple of years as an assistant O-line coach, and one of those guys who gives to our community as well as time to our kids.
Yeah, Griffiths Construction.
A couple of great parents.
He's a busy boy.
Yep, we got great role models for our kids.
Yeah, you do. You've done a great job, Mike. Thanks a lot for giving us most of your life to Big Rapids. I know you coach more than just football. You're involved with track too, right?
Track and wrestling, yep.
And God, making good money. I bet he's up there in six figures.
Oh, yeah, you know how us teachers do.
I know. Well, I just had to make you laugh a little bit at the end. So I just put a smile on somebody's face at the very end of the performance.
Yeah, different forms of payment, right?
Yeah.
If you love what you do, you're a millionaire.
Yep. Well, thanks again. Hopefully next week we'll be talking to you after your win.
Good. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
Thanks, Mike.
All right.
You're listening to Cardinal Football here on B1039. Welcome back. We are in the friendly confines of Cardinal Stadium. Always great to hear from Pat Curry, Brian Miller, Sheriff Brian Miller. Oh, we love those guys, and we love the work that they do on Wednesdays. A fantastic sports show if you've never caught it. Wednesdays at 8:30, and they have pretty much every coach and assistant coach and athlete around the area come in for that show, and it's you see why. That very, very great people, great men, and this is such a tight-knit community that we all try to band together, and it's a great thing. So thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks again to Big Rapids Public Schools, first and foremost, for allowing us to be able to do this. I am up in the press box. My youngest son is sitting right next to me. He's going to be my tackle spotter. You want to say hi, Charlie?
Hi, everybody.
He's really excited to be here, as am I. I think a lot of people are excited to finally get this football season underway. And I don't want to say, because I don't think that last year for the Cardinals was any form of a disappointment. A nice deep run into the playoffs, ended probably shorter than they would have liked. But on the same token, man, what a heck of a run. What a heck of a job by those kids and those coaches last year. If you are looking for, a way to shine up your car, I know it's a great segue. You heard Pat Curry on there. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash over on 3rd Street. Will get you right. We have a lot of sponsors that we're going to try to cover, throughout the course of this broadcast. So thanks again to you guys. Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair. Grunts Brothers is obviously a staple here in Big Rapids and always has been. Big Rapids Roofing, Rivertown Real Estate, Amanda Court, the loan officer at Next Mortgage, Rebound Home and Community Therapy, the Carl Jeffs Agency, Farm Bureau Insurance, among the few. And so what we have here for the Big Rapids Cardinals starters and the rest of the roster as the band has taken the field. And now we know it's time for football season because the band is on the field, folks, and that's a great feeling. So first up on the roster, junior Alexander Brandt, number 2. Number 3, Drew Heist is a junior as well. Number 4, Eli Foster is a junior. Number 6, Ezekiel Wells is a junior. We like to call him Zeke. Number 7, Hudson Callender is a senior. Number 8, Vash Schuberg is a sophomore. And if you recognize that last name, I'm sure you do. Vash Schuberg, the son of Tyler Schuberg. So number 9, Zach Repke, a senior. Number 11, Austin Mossel, a junior. Number 12, Manny Slight is a senior. Number 13, Dan Langell is a senior. Number 14, Colton Prudhomme, junior. Jordan Alban is number 16 and a senior. Isaiah Peck is a junior, number 20. Caden Manitowabi, number 22, is a junior. Jacob Schuberg, number 27, is a junior. Nick Routley is a senior. He's rocking number 32. Bryce Selzer, the son of head coach Mike Selzer, is number 44 and is senior on this team. And Torrey Myers, number 45, is a junior. Mason Edinger, number 50, is a junior on this team. Max Bowman, who mostly everyone are looking forward to seeing what Max brings to the table this year. Max wearing number 51, a senior leader on this team. Cooper Schuberg, number 52, and the junior. Austin Brandt, number 53, is a senior. Peter Gibb is number 54 and a junior. Number 55, Eric Wilbur, a junior on this squad. Number 57, Jonathan Chaluka, a junior. Number 61, Jackson Cook is a junior. Number 65, Omari Boswell is a junior. Number 66, junior River Johnson. And number 67, Blaine Klein is a senior. And last, but certainly not least, number 80, Ty Moore is a junior. And I know that we just went through the coaching staff, and what a great thing that head coach Selzer was able to come on the radio last Wednesday and provide us with all this great information. And we've got a few insider tips along the way as well. Looking forward to, to this. We're going to get these festivities underway, folks. It's almost time for kickoff. We're going to break to our sponsors. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Your car is dirty.
Let's clean it up. Clean it up. Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Top dogs when it comes to cleaning your car. A touchless or self-serve option. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash.
Let's clean it up.
Your wash, your way. And for a great price, too. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Around the corner from Curry's Amico on 3rd Street.
Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. A family-owned business and a proud supporter of Cardinal football.
I'm Erin Carrier from Erin Carrier Law. In my office, we do mainly criminal defense. We represent people on all different types of charges, from misdemeanors to serious felonies. We can handle drug offenses, domestic violence, drinking and driving related offenses. So I can help you navigate that. I do that kind of work often. I don't leave any stone unturned. I do offer free consultations for Ferris students. Call me at 231-598-8755. Erin Carrier Law.
Fall temperatures are here, and before you know it, that crisp autumn air will turn into the chill of winter. So don't put those home projects on the back burner. Whether you need new windows, insulation, siding, or a sturdy new roof, now's the time to get started. Call Big Rapids Roofing at 231-629-8088. Big Rapids Roofing. Get your home ready before winter gets here. Big Rapids Roofing, a proud local business supporting this Big Rapids Cardinals football game.
Hi, this is Lori Brock and my team, Haley Martin, Blake Donnelly, Yvonne Meyer, Alita Huron, Jen Stieg, and myself at Rivertown Real Estate are happy to help sponsor Big Rapids Cardinals football. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just checking out the current market, Rivertown Real Estate would love to talk to you. Dream homes, commercial properties, vacant buildable land, or perhaps a hunting spread. We can take care of it all. Stop by Rivertown Real Estate. It's on North State Street across from the old airport hangar in Big Rapids, or call 231-796-4805. Again, that number is 231-796-4805.
Friday nights are for football and hometown pride. At Next Mortgage, we're your local lender, right here in the community, helping neighbors buy, build, and refinance. From first-time home buyers to growing families, we've got financing options for every situation. Amanda Court with Next Mortgage. I'm your hometown loan officer and proud sponsor of Big Rapids Cardinal football.
Call Amanda today at 616-634-3488. NMLS 1083851.
WBZX Big Rapids.
All right, the anthem's done. Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. You're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039. Thank you for tuning in. This is the inaugural broadcast, and can't say thanks enough to all of our sponsors and everyone that is listening right now. It's going to be a great season. Looking forward to a beautiful time here at Cardinal Stadium. It truly is beautiful, though, too. It's situated kind of high up on a hill. We've got the band playing. It's still kind of last remnants of summer, so it's still nice out. Man, what a gorgeous night for football, especially the first one of the year. It was kind of flirting with a little bit of, maybe some T-storm, some cloudies, storm clouds overhead. But it's kind of been clearing up a little bit more, so it's looking like we're going to have a clear night for football. Beautiful out. Certainly. A little bit about myself. I've been with B1039 for a few years now. Love you guys. Shout out to Mike and to Bob and to Joel back at the station who are running the board. Shout out to Dom and Jen Theodore, the owners of B1039. We love you guys. Thank you for allowing us to do this. This is going to be a great thing. So excited to be able to bring Cardinal football to the public. Just very, very excited. It's been a few years since I've called any high school football, but I have done around 5 or 6 years of games. And, I can always improve. I'll just say that. So we're here to have a good time. We're here to promote community, Big Rapids Cardinal football, and everything in between. You know what I mean? So thanks again to all the sponsors. And, we'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff of Cardinal football right here on B1039.
There's little that beats the experience of an evening in the bleachers cheering on your favorite team. But the customer service experience at Farm Bureau Insurance comes pretty close. Their winning team has been protecting your home field since 1949. Whatever your insurance needs, Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency. Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Contact Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency at 231-796-7697. Farm Bureau Insurance, where the experience matters.
Grunts Brothers, your Big Rapids party store for over 80 years, is ready to get you supplied for whatever you're hosting. With a great selection along with lots of sodas, snacks, and more, head to Grunts Brothers to get you ready. Or maybe it's just a quiet evening home in front of the TV. Let Grunts Brothers be your party store of choice. Open at 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, till 11 p.m. Thursday, till midnight Friday and Saturday, and from 9 till 9 on Sunday. Grunts Brothers, State Street in Big Rapids, 231-796-7253.
You listen to Cardinal football right here on B1039, and folks, it is that time. We're ready for kickoff. What a beautiful thing, and wow, I can't believe it's finally here. So Big Rapids has elected to receive. We have 2 deep for Big Rapids, and Paw Paw is ready to kick off. Ball spotted at the 40. Everybody's lined up. We are ready to go. 12 minutes on the scoreboard. Paw Paw wearing their white jerseys, red helmets. Cardinals in the blue jerseys, white numbers, and white helmets with that beautiful bird, that cardinal on the helmet. Looking forward. So here comes the kick. And it's going to be a relatively short one, just past the 30-yard line. And it's going to be picked up and taken by Hudson Callender. And he's going to take it back he's going to give about a 7-yard gain. So excellent field position starting off for these Cardinals right out of the gate. And they're going to spot that ball at the 34-yard line, if my math is correct, which sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But we're all doing our best, right? So I think the beautiful thing about, Big Rapids football roster here is head coach Mike Seltzer, I don't know if this was a choice, but there was no positions listed next to the numbers in the players. So we'll just do the best we can with how we have. So wing T setup, they're going to bring Eli Foster in motion. He's going to get the ball, and it's going to be a jet sweep to the right side and taken down almost abruptly at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackles by the Paw Paw players. So we do have Alexander Brandt is going to be under center for the Cardinals. And I think my tackle spotter, who is brand new to the game, Charlie Wells, my son's here, he's getting his bearings too. So we'll get those tackles with you on the next play. But it was really a gang tackle by the Red Wolves. Nice play. So now Cardinals on the right hash, 39-yard line, one split out wide to the left side. It's going to be Brandt from the shotgun, and he's got one joining him. He's going to hand it off. It's going to go up the middle to Dan Langell. Is going to take it, and he's got room to run, and he's down the field. He's up the middle, and he's finally brought down at the 9-yard line. What a heck of a run on second down by Dan Langell, brought down by number 10, Ben Newell of the Red Wolves. But wow, a great fake, though, as Alexander Brandt, faked the end around and gave it to Langell right up the gut, and Langell never looked back. He has got a very, very quick first few steps, and it was off to the races. So now Cardinals in the red zone just like that. Brandt is in the shotgun, one running back to his left, brings Eli Foster down to his right, and the refs are going to blow it dead. And what we think could possibly be a false start on the Cardinals, so a little bit of a setback, but regardless, they were on the 9-yard line, so that's going to back them up 5, and we'll get a repeat of first down. So it was first and goal. Now it's going to be first and goal on the 14-yard line, and we'll see what head coach Mike Seltzer has drawn up. 3 split out to their left. Brandt back in the shotgun. Ball spotted again at the 14-yard line. They're going to bring Foster in motion to his right. And he's going to back up, toss the ball. Eli Foster's going to get the ball, make it a catch on the sideline, gets pushed out of bounds by 2 Red Wolves, but not before he got about 5 or 6 yards on that. Heck of a throw by Brandt, though, and heck of a catch by Foster. Wow. Nicely done. And right out of the gate, they're wasting no time, and I love the illusion of, because they're on the right hash, they have 3 wide receivers split out to their left, all across all of God's green earth out there. Vash Schuberg split all the way out to the numbers on the left. Brandt is operating under the shotgun, and it is 2nd and 10. And he's going to pitch out. It's going to go to Mossel, and Mossel's going to make the catch and get maybe a yard or 2, but really a nice tackle by Ryan Lazinski there, just past the flat. So Mossel caught it what would be in the flat, maybe what you would call a bubble screen, if you know that. One of the receivers kind of takes a step back as the ball is snapped, and they just give him the ball and see what he can do. But I think a big-bodied kid like Austin Mossel, who works very hard in the weight room in the offseason, he's got some nifty footwork to go along with those big muscles as well. So managed to get himself a couple yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7. And this time Brandt is going to keep it himself, and he's in for a Cardinal touchdown. Wow. Just like that, the Cardinals on the board, 6-0 with 9:48 left in the first quarter, wasting absolutely no time getting that in there. So barring the extra point, We will see what they draw up here, and they are indeed going. And that's the beauty of the first game of the year, is we don't know if they're going to go for a 2-point conversion or if they've got a kicker that works. We aren't really sure. And it's going to be number 3 doing the kicking today, Drew Heist, in there. And Alexander Brandt, the quarterback, is going to be the holder. Cardinals looking to the sideline. Needed one more guy out there, and they've got their guy. So it always helps to have enough linemen, blocking. Yeah. I think we all can agree with that. Here comes the snap, and the kick is up and away, and it is good. So Drew Heist, 1 for 1 on the year, baby. All right, 7-0. Cardinals over Red Wolves. We'll step aside right here on B1039.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash, and a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
You're listening to Cardinal football here on B1039. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, the inaugural broadcast in the first game of the year. Always an exciting one, and the Cardinals making it that more exciting. 7-0 already. Cardinals on top of the Red Wolves with 9:48 left in the first quarter. So a nice run up the middle. They did some red zone action after a long run by Dan Langell up the middle. Had a couple nifty passes to Foster and Mossel. And then Brandt said, you know what, I'm just going to take this myself. And Brandt takes it to the house from 9 yards out for 6 points. And a great decision. Not sure if that was a designed run or pass option, but either way, Brandt said, I'm running that sucker in. So he does so. And now we have the Cardinals lining up. It's going to be Drew Heist once again with the kicking duties as the Cardinals are ready to kick off. And we'll see what this Paw Paw offense has to offer. And the kick is on its way. A nice kick by Heist, too. All the way down to the, looks like the 12-yard line. Ends up rolling out of bounds, but they will call that an illegal procedure. Wasn't intentional, obviously, but a heck of a kick by Drew Heist, who is also one heck of a basketball player as well. Drew wearing that number 3 jersey, just like his older brother did just last year for the Cardinals as he quarterbacked that team to a very deep playoff run. Just an awesome thing. So we'll get it going here in just a few moments. We've got the Cardinals defense lining up, and we look to see this Cardinals defense really make a statement here today on opening day here in Big Rapids. Couldn't have asked for a better day, though, to play some football. Not overly hot, not slightly cold. Man, just a great thing. So here we have Paw Paw, and actually Big Rapids is going to take a timeout, so we will step aside right here on Cardinal football.
Hey guys, this is Brian with Rebound Home and Community Therapy. We're extremely excited to be a part of this community. Rebound is an ABA therapy provider for kids with autism. One of the reasons we got started was really looking to help families have a place where they could go for hope. We love to meet new families and come alongside and partner with you as providers, care partners, and a group that really cares about your child and their progress. Rebound works with your kids right here in Big Rapids. Rebound accepts Medicaid and most major health insurance. You can reach Rebound Therapies at www.reboundtherapies.com.
At Big Rapids Public Schools, every student matters, and every Cardinal has a path to success. With award-winning schools and endless possibilities, students discover their strengths, explore their passions, and prepare for what's next. Whether it's advanced placement, dual enrollment, career and technical education, athletics, fine arts, or Big Rapids Virtual School, students have the flexibility to choose their opportunities that fit them best. Big Rapids Public Schools, educating our future by empowering every Cardinal to discover their potential, pursue their passions, and prepare for life beyond graduation. Together, we are BR.
You're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039. So Paw Paw Red Wolves just get the ball back. They're going to start their drive on the 29-yard line, and they're set up on that power tee, and they're going to hand it off up the middle, stuffed by the Cardinals. Nicely done with that interior offensive line. Dare I say, that's Max Bowman up front, who is just a beast when it comes to stopping that run. And so here we're going to have 2nd and 10, 9:14 left in the first quarter, 7-0, Cardinals on top. Paw Paw with that power tee, and the Cardinals shut it down again. And that's going to be number 5 on the carry, Kayleen Tate. And basically, Paw Paw's whole game here is the power tee. There's 3 running backs behind the quarterback when he's under center, if you can catch my drift here. So one of these 3 running backs is going to get the ball 99.9% of the time. And it's all about confusion. It's all about selling the fakes, delaying the defense, or even drawing the defense to one side of the field. And then that late handoff to the third back could come around the wide side. So Cardinals playing really, really solid interior D-line defense right now. So here we go, middle of the field, ball on the 39, 3rd and 6, big 3rd down. And he's going to take it up the middle, bounce off his own blocker. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, number 44, Bryce Selzer coming in to make the stick. And that's going to bring up a huge 4th down for the Red Wolves. Amazing defense played by the Cardinals so early on. Nicely done, nicely done. Bryce Selzer, a leader on this defense, and coming down the line, seeing that handoff right away and following that running back around the edge and then meeting him at the point of contact was just a beautiful job by Bryce Selzer, who is the leader by that defense. I don't know that officially, but I can tell he's the one that's directing traffic from the middle linebacker position. So I'm assuming that that's your defensive captain is Bryce Selzer. So here comes the punt. It's a decent punt. It's going to rattle down around the 20-yard line, and Big Reb is going to say, no, we don't want that. Zach Repke fair catches and lets it roll to a stop. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Big Rapids Cardinals at the 21-yard line after coming off a very successful first drive. You know, and the opening kickoff, they did get very good field position to start off with, and they made the most of it. So a couple jet sweeps, which are just little runs to the outside, and then Dan Langell taking it up the middle for about 35 yards to get the Cardinals in position in the red zone. A false start penalty set them back a little bit, but they wasted no time, and they ended up getting in the end zone with a quarterback keeper. And a tremendous job by Alexander Brandt, your Cardinal quarterback. And so there was a flag on the punt, and so Paw Paw is going to retain possession, but they're going to have to repeat 4th and 6. In which case, they are not set up in punt formation on 4th and 6. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line. That trio of backs waiting behind the quarterback. They're going to hand off to the fullback this time, and he's going to get maybe 2 or 3 yards. And that's going to be a 1st down for Paw Paw. So the scoreboard there, it wasn't actually 4th and 6. It must have been a penalty on Big Rapids and made that probably around a 4th and 2, in which the Red Wolves did pick up the 2 yards. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Paw Paw on the 44-yard line. Cardinals still playing pretty solid defense up the middle, and that's what they're going to have to do all day today. So the trio of running backs are going to hand off to number 5. And he's going to, Kayleen Tate is going to take the ball about 4 yards to 5 yards. Tackle made by Austin Brandt, number 53 of the Cardinals. Nice job on my tackle spotter on that, baby. Nice job, kid. Attaboy. Another flag in the play, so we've been seeing some Don Henley dirty laundry for the most part. If you like that 80s reference, I appreciate it. And the penalty is going to be on Paw Paw, and it's going to back them up. So it will remain 1st and 10. So that would mean that either the ball carrier, it looks like the ball carrier had a face mask on the defense early on as he was trying to escape, and that led to backing them up. It's going to bring up a 1st and 20 now. Ball's now on the 37-yard line. Back in their own territory with single back set this time, and he's going to hand off Up the middle, fantastic interior defense coming through on that Cardinals defense. Looks like Austin Brandt, number 53, coming in to make that tackle again, along with number 45, and Torrey Myers, who was playing that defensive end position. And really, if you know anything about the defensive end position, the golden rule there is to keep your outside arm free, in which Torrey Myers did indeed keep his outside arm free enough to make the tackle with it. We like Torrey because he's a lefty. So he's got that left arm free. And those you got to watch out for those southpaws. So either way, so we're gonna repeat first down again unless the scoreboard is not correct. And they're gonna pass, and it's gonna be in the air and hitting the ground, incomplete, intended for number 5, Kayline Tate. And that's going to bring up a third down. Cardinals did bring some pressure on that. And, I don't know if the down and distance button is broken, but so here we go. All right, now it is 3rd and 20 on the scoreboard. Thanks again to the scoreboard. It's all good. We're all trying, so it is what it is. So big 3rd and 20 coming up for this Cardinals defense. And they're going to go with a 2-back I formation, 1 fullback, and they're going to throw it to the side. It's going to be thrown incomplete, intended for number 5, Kayline Tate. Number 9 in coverage, Zach Repke in coverage, so not bad. Maybe you heard a little bit of footsteps there and couldn't wrangle it. The ball was thrown behind him, in which case he couldn't wrangle it. One of those where if the ball is being thrown behind the line of scrimmage and it doesn't get caught, sometimes it's ruled a live ball. Not in this case, obviously, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 20 for the Paw Paw Red Wolves, and they are in punt formation at the 37-yard line. Nice high end-over-end punt, and it's going to be dropped by the returner, and now there's a pile, and we're going to see who comes up with this ball. And it is going to be, we see a lot of Red Wolves signaling that they have possession, but nothing from the referees quite yet. And the referees are going to give it to Paw Paw. So the Cardinals defense will stay on the field. But really a nice punt by the Red Wolves punter. Really, really high and really deep. And high enough to where their punt coverage team could get down, and they were almost on top of Eli Foster as he was catching the ball. Mishandled this a little bit, scored between the legs, and it was a diving competition, and the best dive is going to win that ball. The Red Wolves got it this time. So Red Wolves 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Single back formation. They're going to fake the handoff. He's going to draw back. He's going to throw the ball, and it's going to be tipped to the line of scrimmage. So incomplete, and nice coverage there in the secondary, and great pressure brought by that defensive line of Big Rapids. So Torrey Myers in on that. Along with Peter Gibb coming in from his defensive tackle position. Great pursuit by these Cardinals, though. That's been the key, is these Red Wolves do love their power T, but they've been throwing the ball around a little bit without any success. So back now, 2nd and 10, Red Wolves on the 27-yard line. They're going to hand off to the second back in the mix, and they're going to give it to Cole Morris. Cole Morris is going to rumble down past a few Cardinal defenders and finally brought down around the 12 or 13-yard line. Looks like Austin Brandt in on that tackle. Zach Repke in the mix as well. First down for Paw Paw on the 10-yard line. That trio of power T running backs, and they're going to hand it off the middle. And the Cardinals were not fooled. They brought him down immediately. So the ball went to Carter Buell brought down by Austin Brandt, and a whole flock of Cardinals brought him down. So Austin Brandt among many that brought him down. Going to be ruled a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 here for the Red Wolves. Knocking on the door, but the score is 7-0 in favor of the Cardinals. 4:32 left in the first quarter. Once again, thank you to our sponsors. You guys rock. Runts Brothers, Big Rapids Roofing, Rivertown Real Estate, Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair. Love you guys. Second and 11 here. Red Wolves are going to hand off to the right. Brought down by Austin Brandt, Dan Langell in the mix, and Antori Myers. All right, here we go. So here we go. It's 3rd and 10. Big third down for the Red Wolves on the 10-yard line. Cardinals doing, for the most part, a fantastic job at corralling these 3, shall we say, large running backs. They run with power. And they're going to hand off. Oh, it's going to fake the handoff and brought down in the backfield. That's Max Bowman. That's Max Bowman with his first sack of the year, and he was by himself. He had his defender beat on the first step deep into the backfield, and he had no chance. And for the most part, quarterback for the Red Wolves, Max Macias, has been running for his life anytime he has had to throw the ball. Partly due to the fact that Max Bowman and Antori Myers have been right in his face along with Austin Brandt. So the Red Wolves here on 4th and 18 are going to attempt a field goal. And the kick is up, and the kick is blocked. And lays out. So that is Bryce Selzer coming through the line, laying out, fully outstretched to block the kick. Ball rattles back to the 30-yard line. The Red Wolves recovered it and then tried to take it to the east side of the field, and were immediately brought down by a whole flock of Cardinals. Man, those Cardinals are flying together today, that is for sure. We have an injury on the field. We will step aside. We'll be right back here listening to Cardinal football here on B139.
I'm Erin Carrier from Erin Carrier Law. In my office, we do mainly criminal defense. We represent people on all different types of charges, from misdemeanors to serious felonies. We can handle delivery of controlled substances, criminal sexual conduct charges, breaking and entering, felonious assault. So I can help you navigate that. I don't leave any stone unturned. I do offer free consultations for Ferris students. Call me at 231-598-8755. Erin Carrier Law.
Your car is dirty.
Let's clean it up. Clean it up. Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Top dogs when it comes to cleaning your car. A touchless or self-serve option. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash.
Let's clean it up.
Your wash, your way. And for a great price, too. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Around the corner from Curry's Amico on 3rd Street.
Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. A family-owned business and a proud supporter of Cardinal football.
Fall temperatures are here, and before you know it, that crisp autumn air will turn into the chill of winter. So don't put those home projects on the back burner. Whether you need new windows, insulation, siding, or a sturdy new roof, now's the time to get started. Call Big Rapids Roofing at 231-629-8088. Big Rapids Roofing. Get your home ready before winter gets here. Big Rapids Roofing, a proud local business supporting this Big Rapids Cardinals football game.
Hey guys, this is Brian with Rebound Home and Community Therapy. We're extremely excited to be a part of this community. Rebound is an ABA therapy provider for kids with autism. One of the reasons we got started was really looking to help families have a place where they could go for hope. We love to meet new families and come alongside and partner with you as providers, care partners, and a group that really cares about your child and their progress. Rebound works with your kids right here in Big Rapids. Rebound accepts Medicaid and most major health insurance. You can reach Rebound Therapies at www.reboundtherapies.com.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash, and a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
Hi, this is Lori Brock and my team, Haley Martin, Blake Donley, Yvonne Meyer, Alita Huron, Jen Stieg, and myself at Rivertown Real Estate are happy to help sponsor Big Rapids Cardinals football. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just checking out the current market, Rivertown Real Estate would love to talk to you. Dream homes, commercial properties, vacant buildable land, or perhaps a hunting spread. We can take care of it all. Stop by Rivertown Real Estate. It's on North State Street across from the old airport hangar in Big Rapids, or call 231-796-4805. Again, that number is 231-796-4805.
There's little that beats the experience of an evening in the bleachers cheering on your favorite team, but the customer service experience at Farm Bureau Insurance comes pretty close. Their winning team has been protecting your home field since 1949. Whatever your insurance needs, Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency. Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Contact Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency at 231-796-7697. Farm Bureau Insurance, where the experience matters.
Friday nights are for football and hometown pride. At Next Mortgage, we're your local lender, right here in the community, helping neighbors buy, build, and refinance. From first-time home buyers to growing families, we've got financing options for every situation. Amanda Court with Next Mortgage. I'm your hometown loan officer and proud sponsor of Big Rapids Cardinal football.
Call Amanda today at 616-634-3488. NMLS 1083851.
You listen to Cardinal football here on B1039. Thank you for tuning in. We have a slight break in the game for an injury on the field. Wish all our best to the Big Rapids Cardinal that is currently got his helmet off. We're not sure who it is, but they've got trainers and coaches out there attending to the young man. And if you're just tuning in, it's 7-0 with 2:41 left in the first quarter. And it's been a really great first ball game for these Cardinals. As they got the kick, they got the opening kickoff, took it and got to about midfield, so started out with fantastic field position, and then advanced the ball on a Dan Langell run up the middle, with a couple passes to the outside, a couple bubble screen here, a couple bubble screen there, jet sweep here. This is just a fancy way for saying they're, getting the ball to the outside. And then it seems like as the Paw Paw Red Wolves were getting comfortable with these, quick passes, a genius call by the coaching staff of these Cardinals to just give the ball to Alexander Brandt and let him run it in. So while the Red Wolves were in coverage, Brandt just said, I can do this on my own. And he did so. So he rambled in from about 9 yards out for the only score of the game thus far. And my apologies to Aaron Carrier Law, who is sponsoring the first downs. I did miss the first and goal there by the Big Rapids Cardinals. So Aaron Carrier Law right here in Big Rapids. Thank you, Aaron Carrier, for sponsoring this contest. And we're back to football. Okay, 1st and 10 with Aaron Carrier Law. 2:41 left in the first quarter. Brandt from the gun. He's going to bring Eli Foster in motion. He's going to take himself and be met by a pack of Red Wolves at the line of scrimmage and brought down abruptly by Cole Morris and company. Cole Morris is one of those rather large running backs for these Red Wolves, who's also doubling as the defensive captain at linebacker. So Cole Morris coming in to put a stop to Alexander Brandt right after I got done saying that they forgot about Brandt in the pocket. So either way, second down, Brandt from the shotgun. He's going to hand off, and the ball is going to go to number 13, who is Dan Langell. Sorry to the Langell family. We love you, Langell family. Nice run by Dan Langell, and making the tackle was another pack of Red Wolves who met Langell after about a 5-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. 1:47 left in the first quarter. Cardinals on top 7-0. Cardinals in their blue jerseys, white pants, white helmets with that red cardinal. Ball spot in the middle of the field is going to be Brandt's going to take it from the shotgun snap. He's going to dish to his left, and that ball is caught immediately. Dan Langell on the swing pass, and he's going to take it for well more than the yardage needed, and it's going to be an Aaron Carrier Law first down. Dan Langell making it happen. But Alexander Brandt putting the ball on the money. Tackle made by number 11, Ryan Lazinski of the Red Wolves. Going to bring up 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line. Alexander Brandt in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Knocked down in the air by a Red Wolf and caught on the ricochet. Ball gets tipped, but ball did not get tipped this time because his offensive lineman caught it. Number 50, Mason Edinger, with the quick reaction like a cat. Picking that ball out of the air. Going to bring up 2nd down. And actually, Edinger managed to pick up a couple yards on that. Let me give him 1 yard. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Brandt from the gun. He's going to bring Eli Foster from his left to his right. He's going to RPO at run pass option. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to drag 2 Wolves with him before he's finally brought down at the 40-yard line. Fantastic. Wow, that's what you call just lowering your shoulder, and no matter who is in your way, you're taking them with you, and that's exactly what Alexander Brandt did in that case. Wasn't quite enough for the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. That tackle was made by Ryan Lazinski of the Red Wolves. Alexander Brandt from the shotgun. 9 seconds left. He's got to get this ball off, and he does. And the referee on the far side of the field is going to throw a flag and stop it before anything even happened. Looks like a procedural penalty on the Cardinals, so that will back them up, I think, 5 yards. I didn't see a false start motion, so it must have been a procedural penalty, in which it was. So as the first quarter comes to a close, 7-0, Cardinals on top right here at home in Cardinal Stadium. You're listening to B1039.
Grunst Brothers, your Big Rapids party store for over 80 years, is ready to get you supplied for whatever you're hosting. With a great selection along with lots of sodas, snacks, and more, head to Grunst Brothers to get you ready. Or maybe it's just a quiet evening home in front of the TV. Let Grunst Brothers be your party store of choice. Open at 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, till 11 p.m. Thursday, till midnight Friday and Saturday, and from 9 till 9 on Sunday. Grunst Brothers, State Street in Big Rapids, 231-796-7253.
At Big Rapids Public Schools, every student matters, and every Cardinal has a path to success. With award-winning schools and endless possibilities, students discover their strengths, explore their passions, and prepare for what's next. Whether it's advanced placement, dual enrollment, career and technical education, athletics, fine arts, or Big Rapids Virtual School, students have the flexibility to choose their opportunities that fit them best. Big Rapids Public Schools, educating our future by empowering every Cardinal to discover their potential, pursue their passions, and prepare for life beyond graduation. Together, we are BR.
You're listening to Cardinal football here on B1039. If you're just joining us, 7-0 in favor of the Big Rapids Cardinals. Second quarter getting underway right now. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for this Cardinal offense. They're heading north to south in this first half. Ball spotted on the left hash as the sun is starting to set behind the grandstand. We've got some shadows on the field. Okay, Alexander Brandt in the shotgun at about midfield. He's going to clap to get the ball. Brandt gets it, rears back, chucks it downfield. It's caught for a big gain down to the 20-yard line. Hudson Callender coming in with a massive catch, and he was all by himself. Brandt just had to get it downfield, and he did. Number 5 for the Red Wolves, Kayleen Tate, was in coverage, but again, Callender had about 4 steps on him down that right sideline, securing the catch, coming up with a massive Aaron Carrier Law first down. All right, ball spotted You're the best, Aaron. Ball spotted on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Cardinals in their blue jerseys, white helmets, white pants. They're going to hand off to Langell, who was met abruptly by the pack of wolves that is the massive defensive line. They've got one guy in this Red Wolves defense that's got to be 6'5", 6'4". He's got to be 6'5", and he's got to be 300 pounds. You know, you have a guy like that, he's almost covering 2 positions at that point, so... Langell's probably got his work cut out for him going up the middle, but again, great job by this Cardinals coaching staff, Mike Selzer and his guys for, you know, putting his players in position to get running lanes. That's what it's all about, folks. A little bit of smoke and mirrors. You bring the defense to this side, you create a running lane up the middle or up to the left hash, and that's what he's been able to do. But easier said than done with 2 defensive linemen that are got to be pushing 300 pounds and got to be at least 6'4". So a nice job by that offensive line for the Cardinals to try to corral them. Cardinals on top 7-0, 11 minutes left in the first quarter. Eli Foster going to come into motion, and Brant's going to hand off up the middle, and he's going to get some help from his offensive linemen. So the whole offensive unit doing their due justice. Wasn't quite the tush push that you see from the Eagles. But in all that confusion, it was Alexander Brandt that ended up just keeping the ball, and he just ran behind what was the majority of the offensive unit that was the Big Rapids Cardinals. So way to stay behind your blockers, kid. Nicely done. It's going to bring up a crucial 3rd and 8 there in Red Wolf territory. Brandt from the gun in the middle of the field. They're on the 18-yard line going in. Brandt gets the snap, takes to the right. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Nice pressure and nice tackle by number 10 of the Red Wolves, Ben Newell, who was in pursuit. And you got to think that he had that snap count down, and he guessed correctly because he was across that line, you know, coming from the outside, the wide side of the field. Very, very quickly, Brandt had no chance there to really do anything. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 15, 9:52 left in the first half. Cardinals on top 7-0. And we'll see if these Cardinals opt to kick or not. And it looks as if they're not going to. They're going to go with 4 wide, ball spotted on the right hash. Brandt from the shotgun. He's going to rear back. He's going to roll out. He's still rolling. Now he's taking the ball himself. He's got an alley. He takes it. Oh, he's going to get probably just short of the first down, but he managed to evade probably 2 or 3 Red Wolves on his way to about a 9 or 10 yard gain. They needed 15 for the first down, brought down by Kayleen Tate, number 5 of the Red Wolves. So just short of the first down, and again, they're in that part of the territory where it would be an awfully long kick for Drew Heist. You know, we don't know if Drew's capable of making a roughly a 40-yard field goal. I don't think many, prep players are. So you just go for it on 4th and 15 and see what you get. And he got a decent amount, so going to be turnover on downs. Red Wolves have it. Their trio of running backs are still in the backfield. Left hash, they're starting from the 13-yard line, and they're going to hand the ball up the middle, dealt with immediately by that Cardinal defensive line. And we have a new player in for the Cardinals who made the stop. That's Isaiah Peck coming in from the linebacker position and filling that hole. He ran right into that B gap and made the tackle right where you should, young man. Nicely done. That's a textbook tackle, Isaiah Peck. And these Red Wolf running backs they're no slouches. They've got some size to them. They've got some speed to them and all that. So you really got to jump that gap and get in there, and Peck did that. So here we go, 2nd and 7 from the 15-yard line. Snap is fumbled by the quarterback, and he's going to end up corralling it himself. Might have gotten a couple yards, but ultimately brought down after the fumbled snap by Jonathan Chaluka. I do enjoy chalupas, though. I will say that. And I do enjoy a chaluka tackle as well, especially when it's only a yard after the line of scrimmage. So third and 6 coming up here for the Red Wolves. 8:19 left in the first half. Cardinals on top, though, 7-0 here at Cardinal Stadium. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Even as the sun is starting to set behind the press box here. Some shadows on the field. Hey, it's football. It's football weather. All right, 3rd and 6, Paw Paw on the move, and they're going to hand it off to one of their 3 running backs. Number 5 is going to get the ball, and that is going to be Kayleen Tate, who made the last tackle. And number 4, Eli Foster, is going to make that tackle. Nice tackle by the young man in the open field. That's a tough tackle to make, especially when you have a slice and dice type of offense that the Paw Paw Red Wolves have, because they do have a very confusing way of faking those handoffs. You think they're all going to go to one side, and then the running back with the ball pops out on the other side. It's tricky business. So nice open field tackle there by Eli Foster. And the Paw Paw Red Wolves are going to, what looks like they went with the hard count that time on first down, and they were able to draw a Cardinal offsides, and it did the trick. 7:31 left in the first half, 7-0. Cardinals still on top. Red Wolves with the ball. Ball's on the right hash, 29-yard line. It's going to be a halfback sweep to their left. Cardinals right, and brought down in the backfield, number 54. Peter Gibb coming in to make that tackle. Nice job, Peter Gibb. Way to come off that end. Again with those defensive ends, keeping that right arm free, sealing that edge off, trying to force the ball carrier back to the middle where all your help is. And actually, I think Peter Gibb is playing a bit of everything. So now he's shaded down to the defensive tackle position. So nice job of getting off the ball there, young man. Paw Paw on 2nd and 7. They're gonna quick pitch it to our right. And they might have enough for the first down, but that's something that we have not seen yet from this Paw Paw offense. We've seen a lot of quick fake handoffs and quick handoffs that go every which way and every way under the sun. And that's the first time we've seen a quick pitch to the rightmost running back to the far side of the field. It's going to be good enough for a Red Wolf first down. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line. 6:32 left in the first half. Cardinals on top, 7-0 here in the opening game. Cardinal Stadium right here on B1039. Fake handoff. It's going to go up the middle, met abruptly by a defensive line stacked with tacklers. So 54, Peter Gibb coming in to make that tackle again, along with Antori Myers. We've heard those names before. Nice job, kids. And it's really that team tackling is the name of the game as far as tonight's contest is concerned, because these Red Wolf running backs, all 3 of them that are in the backfield, who use a bunch of smoke and mirrors and, trickery type fake handoffs to gain yards, it's got to be a team tackle type of game. And so far, these Cardinals have banded together to do just that. 2nd and 8 for the Red Wolves. They're going to quick pitch it to the right, and it's going to be taken for about a 6-yard gain. Tackle made by Dan Langell on the outside. That carry went to number 5, Kayleen Tate, who has apparently is now their speed guy. And that's the best part about these first games, folks, is that you really don't know who's who. Until you have a little bit of statistics on these teams, you don't really know who's playing what or who does what. And I think at this point we can all say that Kayleen Tate, number 5, is their speed back, as he's been handling all of the quick pitches and jet sweep-esque plays. So 3rd and 5 for the Red Wolves. Ball on the 45-yard line. Going to be handoff. Another quick pitch to Tate, and they figured that out right away. Antori Myers coming in to make the initial hit. Peter Gibb in on the tackle as well, along with Jackson Cook in there to help out with that tackle. Nice job, Jackson Cook. Max Bowman always making his presence known. Maybe they just saw Max Bowman coming down the line and he decided he didn't want to run anymore. That's probably what I would do. Anyway, 4th and 3, big 4th down stop coming up here for the Cardinals. Ball spotted on the right hash, 46-yard line, and the Red Wolves are going to call a timeout. You're listening to Cardinal football here on B1039.
There's little
let's do 30. Kind of let me know where we are on commercial count, too. How many more we need to get across? Yep, I'm marking it myself, too. Yep. Listen to Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039. You're joined with me, Kyle Wells, and my youngest son, who's not on the mic, but he is my tackle spotter, doing a great job. My youngest son, Charlie, in the booth with me today. Fantastic. He's listening, but he's not quite ready for the mic. Maybe soon, but not yet. You heard Carl Jeff's agency just a moment ago, Farm Bureau Insurance. What a great group of folks they are. I was in his office just yesterday, and boy, you want to talk about some hunting stories, from the animals that I saw on the wall, I think he's got a hippopotamus skull on his front desk. So it was kind of, we'll talk about that in a second, though. 4th and 3, Red Wolves, and they are in punt formation. They're going to send back Dan Langell to receive the punt. Refs are blowing it dead. Cardinals are clapping, which indicates good things for the Big Rapids Cardinals. And they are indeed going to move the Red Wolves back 5 yards for a false start infraction on a 4th and 8. 5:02 left in the first half. Cardinals on top 7-0. And here we go. Wolves still in the punt formation. And now we have a timeout by the Cardinals. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on B1039.
Grunts Brothers.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. It feels a lot better, too, with the window open. You can open that if you want. Yeah, fair enough. It's a nice press box.
$253.
Listen to Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039. Welcome back. Red Wolves about to punt. It's a 4th and 8 situation on the 41-yard line. 5:02 left in the first half. Cardinals on top, 7-0. And what's been a great showing from the Cardinals in this opening game. The only setback was a muffed punt earlier in the first quarter, which led to a turnover, and the Red Wolves were able to capitalize but not score on it. So now we have 4th and 8 coming up for the Red Wolves, and they're in punt formation. They're going to send Dan Langell back to the 30-yard line to receive this punt. Punt is underway. Nice high end-over-end punt, which we saw the last time, and that's going to rattle out of bounds around the 26-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Big Rapids Cardinals. And as I was mentioning about Carl Jeff's agency and Farm Bureau Insurance, I was in his office just yesterday talking to him about, this football season and whatnot. And I was kind of, we're having casual conversation. All of a sudden, I noticed that there's a hippopotamus skull, which is not small. It's right in front of my face on the front desk, and I kind of jumped back a foot. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. Is that a hippopotamus? He's like, yeah. So I'm sure there's a story there, and we look forward to hearing that from Carl Jeffs eventually. 4:56 left in the first half. Cardinals on top 7-0 and starting their drive off here on the 32-yard line of their own territory. Alexander Brandt getting the play from the sideline. He is in the shotgun. Dan Langell next to him as the running back. We've got 2 wide to your right side. Brings 1 receiver to your right in motion. He's going to hand off to Langell up the middle for a short or possibly no gain. And again, talking about that Red Wolf interior defensive lineman, that together they got to be pushing 600 pounds. Because they both look about 300 and 6'4", so tough, probably some tough dudes to run past. So here we go, Alexander Brandt, 2nd and 9 from the shotgun. He's going to dish to Eli Foster on the right side. Foster's going to catch it and make his way to the 44-yard line. That might be enough first down. And we'll see what the referees call it, and they are going to call it a first down, another Aaron Carrier Law first down for the Cardinals. Nicely done by junior Eli Foster, who caught that bubble screen, managed to evade one would-be tackler and make his way to the first down marker. Ball spotted on the right hash. They're up to the 43-yard line. 4 minutes left in the first half. Alexander Brandt from the gun, dropping back, immediate pressure, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Fans wanted a horse collar, and rightfully so, but Good thing by the defender there. I believe that was number 3, Cole Morris, who came in to make that tackle. He did have Brandt around the back of the shoulder pads, but he did let go to bring him down, so that indeed is not a horse collar. And a classy act by the young man himself. So either way, Brandt brought down. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 19 for the Cardinals here. Ball on the 34-yard line now. Brandt from the gun on the right hash. Fakes the handoff to Foster. He's going to take the ball himself to the right side. He's going to get about 4 yards and be brought down by Cole Morris near the line of scrimmage. They needed 19 to get the first down. There is a flag on the play, which we have seen more than a few of those tonight. Welcome to the Community Rebound Home and Community Therapy, who work with children 2 to 21 years of age with autism. And yes, Rebound Home and Community Therapy works with Medicaid and most major health insurances. Sun's starting to set along with the referees and the ball placement. Here we go. All right. Back to Cardinal football. Ball on the 28-yard line. 2nd and 25 for the Cardinals. Brandt out of the gun. He's going to fire to his left sideline. It's going to be Vash Schuberg with the catch, who makes a nifty move and gets up the sideline for a large gain. I mean, it wasn't 25 yards large, but it was a solid 10-plus, brought down by Caleb Ranger of the Red Wolves, who did, in fact, range to make that tackle. And Vash Schuberg, just a sophomore on this varsity team and already making an impact on defense and offense. I think he's already got 2 tackles on D and a couple catches on offense. Nice job by that young man. All right, ball on the left hash, 3rd and 14. Big 3rd down for the Cardinals. 2:40 left in the first half. Brandt's at the shotgun, spins around, does a spin-a-ruby, a 360 spin, and he goes down, makes his right, takes the ball, and brought down what looked to be a little high by a Red Wolf defender. Tackle made by Ben Newell of the Red Wolves, but fans wanted a face mask or possibly an illegal hands to the face on the tackle. Really, I don't know what the fans want. They just want some justice, and referees did not see it that way, so that will bring up a 4th and 12. 2 minutes left in the first half. Cardinals on top 7-0. They're probably running this down to the 2-minute warning, in which case they will. And so instead of doing that, the Cardinals thought they had enough time, but didn't work out as far as the numbers were concerned, so the Cardinals accidentally drew a false start on what probably should have been something else. Maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe they need a little more room to work. Who knows? 4th and 17 now for the Cardinals. 1:50 left in the first half. And Drew Heiss is going to get the punt off. A decent punt. It's going to be fair call, but let go. Ball's going to rattle around the 30-yard line. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Listen to Cardinal football here on B139.
Hey, guys, this is Brian.
Yep. Yep. I got to sneeze. Oh, much better. Yep.
At www.reboundtherapies.com.
Cardinal football here on B1039. So 1st and 10. Red Wolves take over after the punt that goes out of bounds on the 28-yard line. 1:39 left in the first half. Red Wolves are going to run the ball to their right to the wide side of the field. They're now heading north. And they're going to be met abruptly at the line of scrimmage then. Who else? The big man, Max Bowman, making his presence felt down there. And I hate to be the guy that runs into Max Bowman. I've seen him plenty of times in JD Fit, working out in the offseason, and it is definitely shown. Just a mountain of a young man. Not sure what school he is committed to. I don't want to say the wrong school, but I know Max has committed. Miami of Ohio, thank you for that, my young man. Max, a Miami, Ohio commit. 1st and 20 here for the Red Wolves. They're going to quick pitch out to the right, and he's going to dash out of bounds, but not before it looked to me like they got about half the distance back. With 1:15 left in the first half, Cardinals still on top 7-0. In the season opener here at Cardinal Stadium, gorgeous weather. And if you know anything about living in Big Rapids or northern Michigan, these sunsets up here are beautiful. And whereas we are in the press box facing east, obviously, you can still see those colors starting to shine out over the horizon. Beautiful sweeping landscape beyond Cardinal Stadium. So penalty on Paw Paw is going to keep them where they're at, so that large gain is nullified, and now they'll have a 1st and 19 ball on the 19 with 1:15 less than the half. Red Wolves got to do something quick if they're trying to score. They hand off to their big man, fullback up the middle, and he rumbles forward, finally taken down in the defensive backfield by number 7, Hudson Callender, coming up from this safety position to make the eventual tackle. But that is the trickery that comes with that power tee. A lot of confusion. Nobody knows who's got the ball, and before you know it, they're on you. So Red Wolves now from the 41-yard line, the 1st and 10, less than a minute. They're going to take the ball, run it up the right hash, and brought down after about a 5-yard gain. Referees do throw a flag on the play. Running back brought down by Jacob Schuberg, number 27. And again, that is their speed guy for the Red Wolves, Kayleen Tate. Once he builds a head of steam, he's fast and he's powerful. Tough to bring down. Red Wolves getting a little chippy out there apparently, as they have drawn a flag and a personal foul. Didn't see anything from the booth, so can't and won't comment on that. 57 seconds left. Ball on the right hash of the 41-yard line for the Red Wolves. 7-0. Cardinals still on top. Less than a minute to go. Shout out real quick to Grunts Brothers in Big Rapids too. Congratulations to Colin on his brand new son. New life. All right, 2nd and 21. Ball's on the 30. Going to be a quick pitch to Tate to the outside and brought down by Bryce Selzer. A nice open field tackle by Bryce Selzer on the speedy Tate, who almost had the corner on him, but way to split the distance there and make that tackle from the leader of your defense, Bryce Selzer. Rightfully so. And kudos to this Cardinal coaching staff as well, who have done an excellent job at getting their players in the right positions to make this tackle, but to make these tackles. All right, ball on the left hash, 35-yard line, 3rd and 16, time ticking down, 5 seconds left in the first half. Tick, 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 3, 2. They get the ball off, hand it off to Tate. He's going to take it as a sweep around the right side, and he's brought down in the backfield abruptly. Nice, another open field tackle. Number 53, Austin Brandt on the tackle, is going to bring us to halftime. Your score 7-0. Cardinals on top here at home in Cardinal Stadium. You're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal football right here on B1039.
I'm Erin Carrier from.
Woo. There's 15 minutes left on the clock, so I need to go pee. I think. Is there a bottle? Oh, no, I don't need to pee. Play. We're using like the whole. Hello? Hey, play like 4 commercials and then the MHSAA message. We have 15 minutes and we're using almost all of it. All right. Yeah, I'll do it with like 5 minutes left in the half. All right, I'm putting these down.
And for a great price, too.
All right, hey, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So play 10 minutes worth. I'll be right back. All right.
Lincoln High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us here in the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
B1039. Your car is dirty.
Let's clean it up. Clean it up. Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Top dogs when it comes to cleaning your car. A touchless or self-serve option. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash.
Let's clean it up.
Your wash, your way. And for a great price, too. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Around the corner from Curry's Amico on 3rd Street.
Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. A family-owned business and a proud supporter of Cardinal football.
Hi, this is Lori Brock and my team, Haley Martin, Blake Donnelly, Yvonne Meyer, Alita Huron, Jen Stieg, and myself at Rivertown Real Estate are happy to help sponsor Big Rapids Cardinals football. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just checking out the current market, Rivertown Real Estate would love to talk to you. Dream homes, commercial properties, vacant buildable land, or perhaps a hunting spread. We can take care of it all. Stop by Rivertown Real Estate. It's on North State Street across from the old airport hangar in Big Rapids, or call 231-796-4805. Again, that number is 231-796-4805.
Grunts Brothers, your Big Rapids party store for over 80 years, is ready to get you supplied for whatever you're hosting. With a great selection along with lots of sodas, snacks, and more, head to Grunts Brothers to get you ready. Or maybe it's just a quiet evening home in front of the TV. Let Grunts Brothers be your party store of choice. Open at 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, till 11 p.m. Thursday, till midnight Friday and Saturday, and from 9 till 9 on Sunday. Grunts Brothers, State Street in Big Rapids, 231-796-7253.
I'm Erin Carrier from Erin Carrier Law. In my office, we do mainly criminal defense. We also do driver's license restoration. When you appeal to the Secretary of State to have your driving privileges reinstated, there's a very specific process. I do that kind of work often, and so I've become very familiar with what they want and what they're looking for. Our goal is to get you back on the road safely. Call me at 231-598-8755. Erin Carrier Law.
Welcome back here on B1039. You're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal football. Beautiful time, and I want to say thanks to Sheriff Brian Miller, who chimed in with a correction for Max Bowman. He is committed to Ball State. So it's always cool to have the sheriff listening to the broadcast. Thank you again to Brian Miller for all that you do and all that you put on the line. We respect you officers, and man, you guys have it tough. Life on the line, serve and protect. I love it, man. We appreciate you guys. All right, about 4 minutes left until the second half kicks off. The score is 7-0. Big Rapids Cardinals on top here in the opener. And Paw Paw has been, dare I say, pretty one-dimensional. We knew that they were going to be playing against that power T, which is just a lot of confusion, the three-back system behind the quarterback. You never really know who's going to get the ball or what hole they might pop out of. And on top of that, their three running backs are very big and very powerful, very quick if you let them get some speed and get downfield. Fortunately, though, the Cardinal defense has been swarming, dare I say, flocking the entire first half and holding this Red Wolves offense to 0 points. So fantastic job by the Big Rapids Cardinal defense at so far skunking the Red Wolves out of any points. I did catch up with our starting quarterback, Alexander Brandt's father, on the way out of the press box just a moment ago, and I have been given permission to call him Baby. So if you didn't know this, Alexander Brandt does not go by Alexander. A little fun fact for our starting quarterback. He has been going by Baby for his entire life. In fact, that's what everybody calls him in the community. And he is, if you didn't guess this, the baby of the family. So he is the youngest of many brothers. So thanks again to the Brandt family for clarifying that. And now we have the permission to call him what we all call him anyway, which is Baby Brandt. So Brandt having a pretty good game, though, so far. A couple runs. He's trucked a couple defenders. He's rumbled in from a red zone score early in the first quarter, and the only score of this game. Other than that, we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of halftime before the Red Wolves are going to get the ball to start the second half. And we have plenty of players to talk about. One went down, not sure if that Cardinal is all right. We haven't heard any word on that quite yet, but a fantastic job by Mike Seltzer and the rest of his coaching staff to get these players in the right position. Once again, defense holding the Red Wolves offense to 0 points in the first half and able to get some things going on offense as well. And frankly, the Cardinals have been marching up and down the field, but only have one touchdown and an extra point to show for it. They do have a muffed punt that was early in the first quarter that they were looking to capitalize on, but the Red Wolves ended up getting the ball that squirted through the hands of a Cardinal punt receiver and gave them excellent field position. But again, that Cardinal defense making a stop deep in their own territory. Very, very nice job. So we got about a minute 30 left. We're going to step aside, be back in 60 seconds for the second half right here on B1039. You're listening to Big Rapids.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash. And a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
Friday nights are for football and hometown pride. At Next Mortgage, we're your local lender, right here in the community, helping neighbors buy, build, and refinance. From first-time home buyers to growing families, we've got financing options for every situation. Amanda Court with Next Mortgage. I'm your hometown loan officer and proud sponsor of Big Rapids Cardinal football.
Call Amanda today at 616-634-3488. NMLS 1083851.
Back here on Cardinal football, right here on B1039. Thanks again to Amanda Cordell, your loan officer at Next Mortgage. Amanda takes the time to understand your goals and works hard to find you a mortgage, a solution that fits your needs, because your home financing should feel personal and not complicated. Thanks, Amanda. They've added a couple minutes to the scoreboard, and so now we're 3 minutes out from the second half kickoff. But no big thing. Hey, we're here and we're enjoying ourselves. Beautiful, beautiful night here in Big Rapids, Michigan. Cardinals came to play as they were on top 7-0, starting the second half. Their starting quarterback, Baby Brandt, rambled in from about 9 yards out for the only score of the game, in which case the extra point was good as well. Number 3, Drew Heist, doing the kicking duties this season. Kicking very well, too, keeping the Red Wolves out of decent field position. Red Wolves did have a chance at one point as they were down to the Cardinals, I want to say 20 to 25-yard line. Could not capitalize. Max Bowman in that interior defensive line has been lock tight tonight. So Max Bowman, who again, thank you to Sheriff Brian Miller for clarifying that. He's a Ball State commit. A fantastic job. And it wasn't just Max Bowman, though. We've been seeing Mason Edinger in there as well. Bryce Seltzer's had a bunch of tackles. Dan Langell playing some safety and doing pretty well. But that defensive line just coming through. And Torrey Myers in there a bunch. And I'll say it again, you got to watch out for those lefties. If you hadn't figured out I'm left-handed yet. So 1 minute left here until the kickoff. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on B1039. It's Cardinal football.
Fall temperatures are here, and before you know it, that crisp autumn air will turn into the chill of winter. So don't put those home projects on the back burner. Whether you need new windows, insulation, siding, or a sturdy new roof, now's the time to get started. Call Big Rapids Roofing at 231-629-8088. Big Rapids Roofing. Get your home ready before winter gets here. Big Rapids Roofing, a proud local business supporting this Big Rapids Cardinals football game.
Hey guys, this is Brian with Rebound Home and Community Therapy. We're extremely excited to be a part of this community. Rebound is an ABA therapy provider for kids with autism. One of the reasons we got started was really looking to help families have a place where they could go for hope. We love to meet new families and come alongside and partner with you as providers, care partners, and a group that really cares about your child and their progress. Rebound works with your kids right here in Big Rapids. Rebound accepts Medicaid and most major health insurance. You can reach Rebound Therapies at www.reboundtherapies.com.
Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039, and as the halftime clock ticks down to zeros, we have the players are finally lining up. Red Wolves are set to receive for the opening of the second half. Red Wolves in their white jerseys, white pants, red helmets. Cardinals rocking the deep blue jerseys with white numbers and white pants and white helmets, with that glorious Cardinal emblem on the helmet, nice and shiny from up here in the press box as well. Looks really cool. Yeah, really cool. See, uniforms have come a long way since my day. Used to be able to fit two people in our jerseys. Anyway, so we have Drew Heiss doing the kicking duties, as I mentioned before, rocking that number 3 jersey as his older brother did, the quarterback of last year's highly successful Cardinal football team. Drew Heiss sets the ball up just left of the middle of the field. He likes that spot, apparently. Hand in the air, and we're ready for Cardinal football. Second half on the way. Nice job by the band, too, during halftime. Fantastic job by the band. I love it. Great tunes. Ball caught on the kickoff at his shoe tops and brought up to the 32-yard line where the Red Wolves will start their drive. It was a line drive kick by Drew Heiss, but he kicked it a straight line, which was pretty impressive. Maybe he does have the leg for a 40-yarder. We'll see, I guess, Joined in studio by my youngest son, Charlie, who is my tackle spotter, doing a great job, young man. Thanks again to Bob and Ray and Joel back at the station, board opping here for us and doing this Cardinal broadcast. It's a real pleasure, and thanks again to Big Rapids Public Schools for having us in here. We love it. All right, 1st and 10, Red Wolves, 11:55 left in the third quarter. And Red Wolves have deviated from their 3-back system, and they're going to hand the ball off to the right. Did not matter. Bryce Selzer coming downhill and making the shoestring tackle right before the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Bryce Selzer. That's talent. That is tough to do. The running back already has a couple step head start, so he's already moving. And Bryce Selzer making a great angle tackle there. Because had he not got him, he probably would have been in store for a first down. But yet I digress. Only 2 yards this time. 2nd and 8 for the Red Wolves. Back to the 3-back power T system. He's going to hand it off to the 3rd back in the lineup. He's going to take it around the left side, and he's going to have a whole wall of blockers. He's down past midfield. Finally brought down by Zach Repke amongst other Cardinals. Eli Foster in there, but he's past midfield, and he was able to pick up the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Red Wolves. And you see them, I don't think that they've passed since, my memory serves me correctly, which it might not, since the first quarter. And it wasn't very opportunistic for the Red Wolf offense in any passing play that they've done. So they just stuck with that power T, and they go back to it again. They're going to hand off to Kayleen Tate. It's going to be an off-tackle play brought down by Mason Edinger there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Edinger. It's very impressive, too, because these defensive linemen are battling a couple 6'4", at least 6'4", at least 270-pounders on the Red Wolves offensive line, and they're bunched up on the Red Wolves left side. So anytime that they run right, Cardinals have been able to take advantage of that and make the tackle. Great open field tackling, though, so far. Ball is snapped, but the referees blow it dead. It's going to be a false start on the Red Wolves. 9:59 left in the third quarter. Cardinals on top, 7-0 here in the opener. Once again, just a gorgeous night in northern Michigan. Great day for football. Thanks to Lori Brock and her team at Rivertown Real Estate. Said they're very happy to help sponsor Big Rapids Cardinals football here on B1039, and we're just tickled pink that they would. 2nd and 13, 9:50 left in the third quarter. Brought down in the backfield. Who we got? Bryce Selzer coming in to make that tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And Bryce Selzer has been almost a one-man wrecking crew for this defense, as he has been shooting gaps all night long, evading blockers, shooting gaps, and securing the tackle. Very, very impressed by number 44, Bryce Selzer, in the captain of your Cardinals defense here. All right, 3rd and 14, ball on the 49-yard line in the middle. Max Bowman up the middle, and it's a sack for Big Max, the Ball State commit. And that is a no-doubter. It is strange to see a man that large moving that fast. The quarterback could do nothing. So a huge sack by Max Bowman, who's going to get a little break as the punt team comes on for the Red Wolves, and they send Zach Repke back to the 24-yard line to receive this punt. 7-0. Cardinals on top, 8:38 left in the third quarter. For the Cardinals' first possession in the second half, Repke's going to fair catch this at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Cardinals. As the sun slips over the horizon, those Friday night lights looking extra shiny now. Now we're really feeling the Friday night lights. This is what it's all about, folks. Beautiful, beautiful August weather. The fans are really into it, too, on this Cardinal sideline. Love to see it. All right, baby, Brant here in the shotgun, 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Eli Foster comes in motion, ball's on the left hash, and Brant's going to fake the handoff twice, keep it himself, and he's going to get a yard or two, and it will be a gain of 2. Bring up a 2nd and 8. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Cardinals on top, 7-0. Thanks again to our sponsors, Big Rapids Roofing, Gus and his team, awesome people. They can help you with your home. Install new windows, insulation, siding, or even a sturdy new roof. Nice. Big Rapids Roofing. Brant from the gun, 2nd and 8, ball on the 26th, smack dab in the middle of the field. He's going to take the gun, get the snap. He's going to look downfield, doesn't like what he sees, takes off himself, fights off a couple different wolves on his way out of bounds to the far boundary before he is pushed out by Brennan Kennedy of Paw Paw. Hard-fought game tonight that's been won in the trenches so far, and you notice that in the opening quarter when the Cardinals first scored, they were throwing the ball around a little bit. They got up one score and have managed to shut down the Paw Paw offense, so not a lot of passing since then. Ball's on the left hash, spotted on the 22-yard line. Branson, the shotgun, spins around to his right. He does a little 360. That's pretty cool. Doesn't like what he says. Takes off on his own, and that might be a loss of yards. He's brought down by a defender who was just waiting for him on that pirouette. So what I mean by that is Brent will be in the shotgun. He'll get the snap, and he'll do what looks like a ballerina pirouette, one side or the other, a very quick motion, and then take off in that direction. And unfortunately, there was a defender in the form of Zachary Klimp, a gigantic defensive lineman, waiting for him on that pirouette. Bringing up a 4th and 14. Big Rapids has the punt team out and will be set to punt from the 20-yard line. 6:50 left in the third quarter. Drew Heist doing the punting duties. He actually does one of those rugby-style punts. He runs to his right first and then boots the ball. Called for fair catch called by Klein of the Red Wolves, and maybe a little bit of confusion on the rules there as a Cardinal punt team cover guy comes down and lays the smackdown on the punt returner after the fair catch was made. We'll see how the referees rule it, because if the ball is called for a fair catch and the returner does not field said punt, he just might become eligible to be hit, but the referees do not agree. looking for Sheriff Brian Miller on the clarification for that too. Can we get a Google search around here? Just kidding. So that's going to advance the Red Bulls offense to almost midfield. He called for a fair catch around the 37 or 38 yard line. He let the ball bounce and then got away from the ball. Bryce Selzer happened to come in and be in the way of said player. And if you've been listening to the broadcast and Bryce Selzer is moving forward, you don't really want to be in front of the guy like that. All right, Red Wolf first down on the 41-yard line, 6:40 left in the third quarter. It's going to be a quick pitch to the right side, to the wide side. Number 11 getting the call, Ryan Lazinski, who is double duty running back and defensive back for this Red Wolves team. Tackle made by number 44, Bryce Selzer. So you can probably guess that your number 44 is out to redeem himself a little bit, but really a very classy player, very passionate, very heartfelt character or player, and he really is a great leader for this Cardinals defense. He's been doing a fantastic job today thus far, as we're into the second half, and Red Wolves have not managed to get into the end zone. A little bit of a different look now. Quarterback is under center. It's going to be a play-action pass, and it's going to be up and over and through the hands of Cole Morris, incomplete. And wouldn't you know it, some pressure on the quarterback was coming from that defensive line of the Cardinals. And that pressure has been there the entire game and has not relented, resulting in a struggling pass game for the Paw Paw Red Wolves as he throws just high of his receiver. 3rd and 1, 6 minutes left, 7-0, Cardinals on top. Hand off to the right side, did not fool the Cardinals. The whole flock was there to make the tackle that time. They're going to be short, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I don't think they got a yard, but we will let you know where they spot it. It's going to bring up 4th down, so they did, in fact, stop them on 3rd down. Big 4th down for this Cardinals defense, who, for the most part, have done a very great job at shutting down this Paw Paw offense. And those Red Wolf running backs are running behind a hefty set of offensive linemen. And the Cardinals have managed to just shut it down. 4th and 2 coming up. Quick pitch to the left. He's got enough room. He's got the 1st down. Still eluding Cardinal tacklers, and he's going to rumble in for the Paw Paw touchdown. Hey, that's a heck of a run. You give credit where credit's due. And Kayleen Tate, who followed his blockers to the left hash to the wide side of the field, juked one Cardinal would-be tackler back to the middle of the field, and it was off to the races. And as I've mentioned several times throughout this contest, Kayleen Tate has the wheels and the breakaway speed to do just that. Nice job by number 5 of the Red Wolves. So, and after everything that I've just said, we can wipe that off of the board because, again, the Don Henley dirty laundry comes into play, and they're going to call this back. So Cardinals catching a break here on 4th down. Remember, it was 4th and 2. And they gave their speedster, who is Tate, he's got a nice stride to him. He got the edge in the field, followed a couple blockers, cut it back. We don't have a call on the penalty yet. And it doesn't look like we're going to get one either. So, like everything else, we'll move forward, So 1st and 10. Paw Paw from the 30-yard line. Handoff is up the middle to Ryan Lazinski for little to no gain. Bryce Selzer and Max Bowman teaming up.
There's little that beats the experience of an evening in the bleachers cheering on your favorite team, but the customer service experience at Farm Bureau Insurance comes pretty close. Their winning team has been protecting your home field since 1949. Whatever your insurance needs, Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency. Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Contact Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency at 231-796-7697. Farm Bureau Insurance, where the experience matters. At Big Rapids Public Schools, every student matters, and every Cardinal has a path to success. With award-winning schools and endless possibilities, students discover their strengths, explore their passions, and prepare for what's next. Whether it's advanced placement, dual enrollment, career and technical education, athletics, fine arts, or Big Rapids Virtual School, students have the flexibility to choose their opportunities that fit them best. Big Rapids Public Schools, educating our future by empowering every Cardinal to discover their potential, pursue their passions, and prepare for life beyond graduation. Together, we are BR.
I'm Erin Carrier from Erin Carrier Law. In my office, we do mainly criminal defense. We represent people on all different types of charges, from misdemeanors to serious felonies. We can handle delivery of controlled substances, criminal sexual conduct charges, breaking and entering, felonious assault. So I can help you navigate that. I don't leave any stone unturned. I do offer free consultations for Ferris students. Call me at 231-598-8755. Erin Carrier Law.
Your car is dirty.
Let's clean it up. Clean it up. Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Top dogs when it comes to cleaning your car. A touchless or self-serve option. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash.
Let's clean it up.
Your wash, your way. And for a great price, too. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Around the corner from Curry's Amico on 3rd Street.
Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. A family-owned business and a proud supporter of Cardinal football.
Fall temperatures are here, and before you know it, that crisp autumn air will turn into the chill of winter. So don't put those home projects on the back burner. Whether you need new windows, insulation, siding, or a sturdy new roof, now's the time to get started. Call Big Rapids Roofing at 231-629-8088. Big Rapids Roofing. Get your home ready before winter gets here. Big Rapids Roofing, a proud local business supporting this Big Rapids Cardinals football game.
Hey guys, this is Brian with Rebound Home and Community Therapy. We're extremely excited to be a part of this community. Rebound is an ABA therapy provider for kids with autism. One of the reasons we got started was really looking to help families have a place where they could go for hope. We love to meet new families and come alongside and partner with you as providers, care partners, and a group that really cares about your child and their progress. Rebound works with your kids right here in Big Rapids. Rebound accepts Medicaid and most major health insurance. You can reach Rebound Therapies at www.reboundtherapies.com.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash, and a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
Hi, this is Lori Brock and my team, Haley Martin, Blake Donley, Yvonne Meyer, Alita Huron, Jen Stieg, and myself at Rivertown Real Estate are happy to help sponsor Big Rapids Cardinals football. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just checking out the current market, Rivertown Real Estate would love to talk to you. Dream homes, commercial properties, vacant buildable land, or perhaps a hunting spread. We can take care of it all. Stop by Rivertown Real Estate. It's on North State Street across from the old airport hangar in Big Rapids, or call 231-796-4805. Again, that number is 231-796-4805.
There's little that beats the experience of an evening in the bleachers cheering on your favorite team, but the customer service experience at Farm Bureau Insurance comes pretty close. Their winning team has been protecting your home field since 1949. Whatever your insurance needs, Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency. Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Contact Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency at 231-796-7697. Farm Bureau Insurance, where the experience matters.
Friday nights are for football and hometown pride. At Next Mortgage, we're your local lender, right here in the community, helping neighbors buy, build, and refinance. From first-time home buyers to growing families, we've got financing options for every situation. Amanda Court with Next Mortgage. I'm your hometown loan officer and proud sponsor of Big Rapids Cardinal football.
Call Amanda today at 616-634-3488. NMLS 1083851. Grunts Brothers, your Big Rapids party store for over 80 years, is ready to get you supplied for whatever you're hosting. With a great selection along with lots of sodas, snacks, and more, head to Grunts Brothers to get you ready. Or maybe it's just a quiet evening home in front of the TV. Let Grunts Brothers be your party store of choice. Open at 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, till 11 p.m. Thursday, till midnight Friday and Saturday, and from 9 till 9 on Sunday. Grunts Brothers, State Street in Big Rapids, 231-796-7253.
Back here, Cardinal football on B103.9, 3:35 left in the third quarter. Cardinals still on top, 7-0 here in the season opener. Bringing up a 4th and 12 for the Cardinals on what looked to be like a very promising drive. A couple penalties hit, and that's showbiz, baby. So either way, Drew Heist back to punt. And he's going to do his rugby-style run to his right. Nice spiraling punt. Looked more like a pass, which is fair caught by Paw Paw around the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 Red Wolves here with 3:28 left in the third quarter.
13-yard line.
Fantastic job by this Cardinals offense and defense, but Paw Paw's program is no slouch. If you're a Big Rapids Cardinal fan and you pay attention to Cardinal football, you'll know Paw Paw has been there every year to play the Cardinals very tough. And a big part of that is the Paw Paw Red Wolves trio of running backs and that power T offense that they run. Very confusing to see who has the ball, along with two extremely large human beings blocking for them on the offensive line. This time they're going to quick pitch to the right, and they bring in another speed guy, Ryan Lazinski, who is pushed out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. We'll see where the referees spot it. Cardinals doing just enough, though, to keep the Red Wolves out of the end zone, in which case, about 10 minutes ago, real time, the Red Wolves were knocking on the door. The Cardinals were able to shut them down. Fast forward to now, 2nd and 3, trio of running backs for the Red Wolves. Cardinals defense playing lock tight. They're going to hand off to Tate, who was brought down in the defensive backfield, not before there was a first down, but number 54 making that tackle, Peter Gibb.
Ball carrier brought down by Peter Guy.
But not before first down was achieved. Ball spotted on the 31-yard line, right hash for the Red Wolves trio of running backs, quarterback under center. Nice tight formation. They're going to hand it off up the middle and straight up the gut, which is what they do. Carter Buell getting the call and met abruptly by a flock of Cardinals, including but not limited to 61, Jackson Cook in there. Hey, right place, right time, young man. Nice tackle. And that's great, great strategy. Because the power T can be a little elusive as far as which running back should I chase. They carry out their fakes very well, as the young Rocket football players are taught. And this time they're going to quick pitch, brought down in the backfield. Dan Langell coming in from a safety spot on a blitz and taking him down for a loss of yards. Nice tackle, Langell. He covered about 15 yards and was like a lightning strike tackle there on the outside. Nice play by Langell to bring up a 3rd and 13. Ball's on the 28-yard line. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Cardinals up 7-0 with 1:45 left in the third quarter. Ball on the left hash, 28-yard line for the Red Wolves. See, they line up in what looks like a goal line offense and then run out of that for the majority of the time. And they're going to do this now. Kayleen Tate getting the call for about 8 to 9 to maybe 10 yards. Jackson Cook making the tackle downfield. And these defensive linemen, as I've been talking about, have had their work cut out for them just because of the sheer size of the offensive line from Paw Paw. They got a couple 6'4", what looks like 300-pounders on their offensive line, and Cardinals have been managed to shut them out so far. Power T coming up, Tate getting the ball, and he's going to get the first down. Brought down would be look like number 50, Mason Ettinger. Because those Red Wolf running backs, they just run downhill. If you give them 2 or 3 steps, they are gaining quite a bit of momentum. Very well coached by Dennis Stray of the Paw Paw Red Wolves. 45-yard line. 1st and 10, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Power T, handoff once again to the left side. Nice blocking scheme they have going on. Brought down in the backfield, in the defensive backfield, sorry. Eli Foster coming off of his block to make that tackle. Nice tackle by Eli Foster, the junior. So now into Cardinal territory with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And we'll see if the Red Wolves are trying to run a play here or they're just going to try to run out the clock. And they're going to hand off. They are going to get a playoff. They're going to run the ball up to the right off tackle. You're going to get about 7 or 8 yards. Nice hard run by the Red Wolves. Tackle made by Dan Langell. As the third quarter comes to a close, 7-0, Cardinals on top here. Home opener in Cardinal Stadium. You're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039.
At Big Rapids Public Schools, every student matters, and every Cardinal has a path to success. With award-winning schools and endless possibilities, students discover their strengths, explore their passions, and prepare for what's next. Whether it's advanced placement, dual enrollment, career and technical education, athletics, fine arts, or Big Rapids Virtual School, students have the flexibility to choose their opportunities that fit them best. Big Rapids Public Schools, educating our future by empowering every Cardinal to discover their potential, pursue their passions, and prepare for life beyond graduation. Together, we are BR. There's little that beats the experience of an evening in the bleachers cheering on your favorite team, but the customer service experience at Farm Bureau Insurance comes pretty close. Their winning team has been protecting your home field since 1949. Whatever your insurance needs, Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency. Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Contact Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency at 231-796-7697. Farm Bureau Insurance, where the experience matters.
Back here with Cardinal football on B1039, 7-0 at the start of the fourth quarter. Cardinals on top. Red Wolves driving, though. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line of Big Rapids. Power T coming at you, 2nd and 4. And once you know it, they're going to hand off up the middle. And he's got a nice run ahead of him. Number 3 going to get the call, Carter Buell. Brought down by Callender, but not before a Red Wolf first down. .11:42 left in the ball game. 1st and 10, Red Wolves. Ball on the 22-yard line. Knocking on the door of Big Rapids. It's going to be a handoff to the wide side. Number 11 going to get the call. That is Ryan Lazinski, who we've seen plenty of Lazinski on both offense and defense. Tackle made by Austin Brandt, and which was a clutch tackle too, because if Lazinski broke free of that, he had almost a perfect lane on his way to the pylon of the end zone, as they're 21 yards out from scoring. Power T coming at you once again. 2nd and 9. Tate's going to get the ball, take it around the end, maneuver his way through a few Cardinals' nifty footwork there until he's brought down finally by Callender.
Tate brought down by Callender.
With some help by Eli Foster.
4-yard line.
And they're going to spot that ball at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 4. And Cardinals defense, though, in the red zone has been very, very good today. They've been very stingy. Still haven't let up a score until now. So another nifty maneuver, those fake handoffs, those running backs carry out those fakes so well. It's hard to even tell from a broadcast up in the booth from our standpoint who has the ball. So basically Buell, who just got that carry up the middle, I don't think anybody really even knew he was in the end zone before he was in the end zone, including me. So excellent job on the fakes and the disguise. That is a big part of this Power T and Paw Paw Red Wolf offense. Score 6-7. Barring the extra point. Not sure what Paw Paw does for an extra point. They're still kind of figuring it out on the field too. Not sure if they're going to go for 2 or if they're going to kick it, but it appears that they are not kicking. And there was a flag thrown, and now they're backing the Paw Paw kicking unit 15 yards, so that must have been a personal foul after the touchdown. First game chippiness, possibly. And they do have a kicking unit on the field. So now this will be a 30-yard extra point, roughly. 25-yard extra point. Low line drive extra point. That is good. So they have tied the ball game up 7s with 10:34 left in the ball game. We'll be right back. Cardinal football here on B1039.
Grunts Brothers, your Big Rapids party store for over 80 years, is ready to get you supplied for whatever you're hosting. With a great selection along with lots of sodas, snacks, and more, head to Grunts Brothers to get you ready. Or maybe it's just a quiet evening home in front of the TV. Let Grunts Brothers be your party store of choice. Open at 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, till 11 p.m. Thursday, till midnight Friday and Saturday, and from 9 till 9 on Sunday. Grunts Brothers, State Street in Big Rapids, 231-796-7253.
Hey guys, this is Brian with Rebound Home and Community Therapy. We're extremely excited to be a part of this community. Rebound is an ABA therapy provider for kids with autism. One of the reasons we got started was really looking to help families have a place where they could go for hope. We love to meet new families and come alongside and partner with you as providers, care partners, and a group that really cares about your child and their progress. Rebound works with your kids right here in Big Rapids. Rebound accepts Medicaid and most major health insurance. You can reach Rebound Therapies at www.reboundtherapies.com.
It's Cardinal football here on B1039, all knotted up in the fourth quarter. 10:34 left to go in the ball game after a Paw Paw Red Wolves score. As the Big Rapids crowd is still in this ball game. Got some tunes cranking out by the press box. Shout out to the press box workers and everyone with a hand in the production of this game. Thanks to all of our sponsors and Big Rapids Public Schools. We're ready for the Red Wolf kick, in which case we have Foster and Langell deep to receive for the Cardinals. See if the Cardinals can snake out a win here at the end. Foster receives this ball, makes one guy miss, and gets pushed out of bounds around the 33 or 34 yard line. We'll see where they spot it. A good return by Eli Foster, and we're used to seeing and hearing the Foster name on these broadcasts, as he is another youngest brother of the Foster clan. And Eli Foster has as shifty a feet as his brothers did. Nice job by the junior Eli Foster. All right, ball on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Brant's coming out of the gun. Ball spotted on the left hash. He's going to hand off to Langell. Langell's going to make one Red Wolf miss and force 2 other Wolves to tackle him, but not before he gets a solid 6 or 7 yards. They're going to give him 7 yards, so nice job on that run by Dan Langell, who was just a heck of an athlete all around. Ball spotted on the left hash on the 42-yard line. Brant out of the gun. Langell to his left. Ooh, now he's going to switch him over to the right. Still in the shotgun. 3 wide to his right. He's going to hand off to Langell. Langell doesn't like what he sees on his left, so he goes to his right, finds a hole, finds another hole, gets about another 12-yard pickup, and an Aaron Carrier Law first down for these Cardinals. Cardinals pass midfield now, and this game is all knotted up 7s with 9:50 left to go in the ball game. Cardinals just passed midfield. Brant out of the gun, changes something at the line. Langell to his left, to his left, 2 wide to his right. He's going to hand off to Langell up the middle, but it didn't fool the Red Wolves as they met the Cardinal running back right as he got the ball for no gain, possibly a loss of 1. You know, and the good thing about, playing on a turf field like this, beautiful, gorgeous facility here at Big Rapids. Not a grass field, so, probably a lot of parents out there happy they don't have to wash muddy pants, at least after a home game. Yeah, that's a plus. That's definitely a plus. Brant out of the shotgun, ball smack dab in the middle of the field. He's going to keep it himself, makes one guy miss, stiffs arms another one, plows through 3 other Wolves for an Aaron Carrier Law first down, and then some. Nice job by that junior quarterback, Baby Brant, as they call him. Ball now on the 38-yard line into Red Wolf territory. Ball spotted on the right hash. Brant out of the gun. He's got Langell to his left. He brings Foster from right to his left. Little RPO action. And he's going to keep it himself, but be brought down to the line of scrimmage, and probably a good thing, because if you've ever seen a veer type offense where the quarterback and the running back almost simultaneously hold the ball, and then one of them leaves with the ball, a very tricky situation, and probably a good thing that Brant kept that ball, because Langell was hammered after they left. Brant's going to throw right now on 2nd and 12, and it's going to be caught. We've got the kicking specialist, Drew Heist, in the game now with his first reception of this ball game. So Heist coming in, making the catch in the flats, but tackled immediately, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. Ball now spotted on the left hash on the 39-yard line. 7:38 left in the contest. Scores all knotted up. 7-7, Brant from the gun. Langell to his right. He's going to fake the handoff, pass up the middle. Oh, in and through the hands of Bryce Seltzer over the middle. And actually, that was a pretty good pass by Brant, who threaded the needle between 2 Red Wolves, and it actually went over or between the hands of Bryce Seltzer. Just a rocket arm. We see the arm strength of Brant there, showcasing the strength not only with his legs but with his throwing arm. I think that ball got to Seltzer before Seltzer even knew it was coming, and before he knew it, it was just through his hands. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 11. Ball on the left hash, 39-yard line. Brant's going to drop back. He's ranging to his right, looking upfield, making one guy miss, and he gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. A sack for the Red Wolves. And it will be a turnover on downs. Brandt looked like he saw something downfield that he needed to give himself extra time for. But before he could get that ball off and throw it downfield, he was hit from behind. Fortunately, he held onto that ball, though. Regardless, turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Red Wolves. Ball on the 39-yard line. Score all knotted up 7-7, 7:22 left in the ball game. Power T, quick pitch to the left. Tate gets the ball, follows his blockers, gets about 7 or 8 yards before the Cardinals can corral him. It's going to be Dan Langell on the tackle, who lost his lid and is going to have to come out for a play by law, right? Going to bring up a 2nd and 2 for the Paw Paw Red Wolves. Ball on the 47-yard line, 6:45 left in the ball game. Power T coming at you again. Ball handed off to the short side of the field this time in a very quick motion with that handoff. He's just upfield before you even know he's there. Tate's going to get the carry. Come up limping, though. Oh, my mistake. That was Ryan Lazinski, number 11 of the Red Wolves, coming up hobbling a little bit, but not before he picked up a Red Wolf first down. So now Paw Paw past midfield, 1st and 10, ball's on the 47-yard line, 6:24 left in the ball game. Power T once again, handed off to the halfback. Tate's going to take it around the edge, up the field, stiff arms one Cardinal, but ends up getting tackled by the same player he tried to stiff arm. That's number 53 of the Cardinals, Austin Brandt, sticking with it and not letting himself be pushed out of the play. Nice job, young man. A lot of grit, and if you're watching the pros or you're watching the other levels of football, not that the stiff arm has just come around in recent years, but I think, since Derrick Henry really came to prevalence, you see a lot more stiff arms nowadays, and nobody wants to get stiff arms, so nice job by Austin Brandt and hanging on to that tackle, bringing him down. 2nd and 5 here on the 42-yard line. Red Wolves knocking on the door, tie ball game. They handed up the middle and brought down by a whole flock of Cardinals. That interior defensive line coming to the rescue to bring him down. And we've got a slew of Cardinals in on the tackle. We see Mason Edinger in there. Zach Repke coming in to make that stop. Bryce Seltzer coming in to make the stop as a trio. Nicely done, and it's a team effort, folks, for the kids that are listening. What is the acronym for team? Together, everybody achieves more. Love it. Quick pitch here by the Red Wolves off to the wide side of the field, and they're going to get enough for the first down. And that is going to be 51 on the tackle. That's Max Bowman making the open field tackle there for the Cardinals. And whereas it was a 3rd and 5 and they moved the chains there, it wasn't for lack of trying or that anybody missed a tackle. It's that's how good this Paw Paw Red Wolves offense is at getting the ball to their speedsters with a few steps under them so that they're already moving full speed almost by the time they even get the ball. Power T from the Red Wolves once again on first down. They're going to charge off tackle to the right, back to the middle of the field, and tackled again by Eli Foster, but not before the Red Wolves could get about 9 yards and are now dangerously close to the red zone. .414 left in the ball game. Just a massive full moon hanging up in the sky over there in the horizon just past Cardinal Stadium. Beautiful night for football. Hey, Red Wolves, quick pitch to the left. He's going to get the ball. He's going to take it upfield, and he has been just dynamite on that quick pitch, and now he's going to be up to the 6-yard line. Finally brought down by Austin Brandt in a touchdown-saving tackle at what looks like a 6-yard line. We'll see where the referees spot it. 3:55 left in the ball game, and Red Wolves knocking on the door and eating up the clock while they're doing it. If the Red Wolves do get the score here, the Cardinals will have to operate quickly to get their own score. All right, red zone for the Red Wolves. First and goal from the 7-yard line. Power T to hand it to their big guy up the middle, hanging and banging, but brought down at or near the line of scrimmage. That's number 53, Austin Brandt, in on the tackle there. So bringing up a 2nd and 7. And this is where it matters most for everyone and all the kids that are listening. I know your coaches say a lot. Fourth quarter. What do you got? What do you got in the fourth quarter? Game on the line. Who's going to step up? So far, it's been the Cardinals' defensive line, and this Red Wolves' gigantic offensive line has managed to maybe wear them down. Okay, so here we have the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal, and the Red Wolves will plunge in for the touchdown, nearly untouched. And no flags on the play, so that will stand. Your score 13-7, barring the extra point. 2:46 left in the ball game. We're going to step aside here on B1039. It's Big Rapids Cardinal football.
WBZX, Big Rapids. Your car is dirty.
Let's clean it up. Clean it up. Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Top dogs when it comes to cleaning your car. A touchless or self-serve option. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash.
Let's clean it up.
Your wash, your way. And for a great price, too. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Around the corner from Curry's Amico on 3rd Street.
Let's clean it up.
Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. A family-owned business and a proud supporter of Cardinal football.
Hi, this is Lori Brock and my team, Haley Martin, Blake Donley, Yvonne Meyer, Alita Huron, Jen Stieg, and myself at Rivertown Real Estate are happy to help sponsor Big Rapids Cardinals football. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just checking out the current market, Rivertown Real Estate would love to talk to you. Dream homes, commercial properties, vacant buildable land, or perhaps a hunting spread. We can take care of it all. Stop by Rivertown Real Estate. It's on North State Street across from the old airport hangar in Big Rapids, or call 231-796-4805. Again, that number is 231-796-4805.
Back here, Cardinal football on B1039. Thanks for tuning in. The opening game now coming down as a nail-biter. Paw Paw actually got their extra point blocked. So after the score by the Red Wolves, the score is now 13-7 in favor of Paw Paw. 2:45 left in the ball game. Cardinals could come back and win this with a touchdown and an extra point. Where I was going with this, the beautiful turf field and the facility here at Cardinal Stadium. You know, parents pretty happy that they don't have to wash game and practice pants every day because there's no mud. It's not very dirty. I mean, not as dirty as your car is. And if your car is dirty, make sure you get down to Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. They'll fix you up right. You like that segue? You like that a little bit? Yeah. My partner agrees. Thanks again to all of our sponsors who chipped in to make this happen. A low-scoring contest into the fourth quarter. 2:46 left in the ball game. 13-7 in favor of the Red Wolves. Red Wolves kick it out of bounds at the 9-yard line, so they're going to get some flaggage on that. A couple extra yards for this Cardinal offense. And we'll see what kind of magic head coach Mike Selzer and his offense can muster up here. I mean, everybody loves a comeback win in the opening week. Crowd getting into it, love to hear that. Broadcast bench over there doing a fantastic job. Thanks to everyone in the press box doing their due diligence. Been a great game so far. Now we're down to the wire. It's a nail biter, 2:45. And the Cardinals have elected to have them re-kick it because the ball did go out of bounds. And I guess when you have return men like Dan Langell and Eli Foster, you want to try to get the ball into those guys' hands because they can make something happen. They could change this game around real quick, like with the nifty footwork that they have showcased thus far tonight. So Dan Langell, Eli Foster, deep to receive at about the 20 to 12-yard line. and looking to make some magic. So Red Wolves kick off, and it's going to be a nice, deep, and high kick. And they're going to get a chance to return this. Eli Foster receives the kick. He's going to take it up to past the 30-yard line, brought down. Good coverage by the Red Wolf kick team, though. Because if you give Eli Foster even a couple inches to work, he can make some magic happen. He managed to get around 5 or 6 yards on the return, and the Red Wolves did not miss the tackle. So here we go. In crunch time, 2:42 left in the ball game. Score 13-7. Red Wolves on top. Ball spotted the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Cardinals. They're on the right hash. Brant's in the shotgun. He's got Dan Langell, the running back, to his left. 2 split wide to his left. 2 split wide to his right. He's going to hand off to Langell up the middle. Langell might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like they're going to give him a couple yards with forward progress. Tackle made by Ryan Lazinski, and that's one of the positives that you get from a running back like Langell. He has a good opportunity to get a lot of yak yards, that yards after contact, which is the name of the game for Dan Langell. Going to be a pass, and Brandt out of the shotgun puts it right into the hands of Vash Schubert, who couldn't hold on to it. Costly, but not over yet. Not over. Nice pass by Brandt, though. He put it right on the money. Vash Schubert running a great route. A little in-cut. Just couldn't wrangle it. All right, on the right hash, 35-yard line, 2 minutes left. Brandt out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it to Langell. And Langell is going to be tackled. When I say immediately after he got the handoff, I mean as he was getting the ball, he was tackled. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 11 from the 31-yard line. 1:45 left to go. And if there is some magic to be had, it is going to happen right now, but not before a Cardinal timeout. We'll step aside right here on B1039 as Big Rapids Cardinal football.
Grunst Brothers, your Big Rapids party store for over 80 years, is ready to get you supplied for whatever you're hosting. With a great selection along with lots of sodas, snacks, and more, head to Grunst Brothers to get you ready. Or maybe it's just a quiet evening home in front of the TV. Let Grunst Brothers be your party store of choice. Open at 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, till 11 p.m. Thursday, till midnight Friday and Saturday, and from 9 till 9 on Sunday. Grunst Brothers, State Street in Big Rapids, 231-796-7253.
I'm Erin Carrier from Erin Carrier Law. In my office, we do mainly criminal defense. We also do driver's license restoration. When you appeal to the Secretary of State to have your driving privileges reinstated, there's a very specific process. I do that kind of work often, and so I've become very familiar with what they want and what they're looking for. Our goal is to get you back on the road safely. Call me at 231-598-8755. Erin Carrier Law.
It's Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039 in what is the crunchiest of crunch time. Here we go, 1:45 left in the contest. Red Wolves on top, 13-7. Big Rapids with the ball. Ball on the 31-yard line. Spotted in the middle of the field at the 31. 4th and 11. It's do or die. Brandt out of the shotgun. Langell running back to his left. They're going to bring Heist over in motion, and the referees are going to blow it dead. And we've got a Cardinal timeout, so we'll be back in 30 seconds right here on B1039. It's Cardinal football.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash, and a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
You're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal football here on B1039. Here we go, the biggest, 4th and 11. 4th quarter, 1:45 left in the ball game. Cardinals down by 6 points. They need 11 yards to keep this drive going. what we've seen on fourth down as of recent is some nifty passes by Brant. Some have been corralled, some have not been corralled, but they certainly have a plethora of willing receivers with enough juice in the tank to take this game and take this drive into the end zone. And now they're playing the icing game. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. Aaron Carrier Law, we appreciate you. I just like Aaron Carrier's logo. I think it's the Kraken. I think people will probably say octopus. I'm going to go with the direct term. I believe that's the Kraken logo. All right. A little bit of mythology for you on a Friday night. Can't argue with that. And just a beautiful, beautiful Friday night here in Big Rapids, Michigan. Home game for the first week, and Big Rapids community showed out in numbers. This sideline is all but silent, and the crowd holds its breath as the 4th and 11 comes in to play, both teams on the sideline. And, Aaron Carrier Law, who is signed up to get the first downs, the first down nod, hasn't been a lot of first downs by the Cardinals this game because they've scored on the only scoring drive they've had was a big chunk gain. And since then, not much doing. Red Wolves managed to tie the ball game up in the third quarter. And then managed to capitalize on their last drive. They did miss the extra point, resulting in the 6-point difference. So 13-7 in favor of the Red Wolves. And 4th and 11, the biggest drive probably, or the biggest play of the game, 4th and 11 on the 31-yard line. Ball in the middle. Brant in the shotgun by himself. Haven't seen yet this game. Brant by himself. Drops back to pass. Throws down the middle. It's caught. Dan Langell at midfield. That's an Aaron Carrier Law. First down, Cardinals. On the money was Baby Brant over the middle. 15-yard pass and catch. Dan Langell, the senior, coming up huge. Extending this drive. 1st and 10, a minute 36, clock ticking down. Brant drops back. Throws the swing pass to Langell, who could not wrangle it. And fortunately enough, that ball is an incomplete pass rather than considered a lateral, which would be behind the line of scrimmage. So definitely designed that way so that swing pass does not, in fact, go behind the line of scrimmage or a backwards pass, which would result in a fumble. Not the case. Incomplete pass. Clock stops. 2nd and 10 at midfield. 1:33 left. Cardinals looking to score, tie this game, possibly win it. A bullet throw by Brant. It's caught by Eli Foster, who hung onto it for another Aaron Carrier Law. First down. They're up to the 36-yard line, knocking on the door with a minute 27 left. That is a huge pass by the junior quarterback, Baby Brant. A bullet pass through 2 defenders and into the hands of Eli Foster, who hung on to it. 1:16 clock ticking down. They're on the right hash. Brant's in the gun, gets the snap, throws the ball. It's Drew Heist, catches the ball. He's up to the 26-yard line. And now Brant doing what he does best, using his legs to find a space in the pocket and getting that ball downfield to the open receiver. Your kicker for this game, Drew Heist, making the big reception. Brant out of the gun. He's going to fire. He's going to get completed to Eli Foster, who tries to get out of bounds but wasn't able to. Immediately tackled, but he did hang on to that ball. 47 seconds left, 4th quarter. 13-7, Red Wolves on top. Cardinals knocking on the door. They're trying to tie it or win this ball game. Ball's on the 22, 2nd and 6. Brant's out of the gun. He gets the snap, throws over the middle, and it is into the hands and knocked out by a Red Wolf defender. The ball was into the hands of Hudson Callender, who had the ball but was knocked out by a nice play by the Red Wolves' number 5, Kayleen Tate, who made the tackle on the catch, resulting in an incomplete pass. 3rd and 6. Brandt's going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle. He's charging. He's making people miss. He's got an Aaron Carrier Law first down. Cardinals. And a heck of a decision by the junior quarterback, Baby Brandt. Didn't like what he saw downfield. He took it himself. Rambled in for the first down. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. 17 seconds left. They're in the middle. Brandt's out of the shotgun. He looks downfield. He fires. It is caught an incomplete pass. A little bit low and incomplete. But that fortunately does stop the clock at 11 seconds. A chance to breathe, especially for this announcer. Take a breath, right? This is dicey. Okay, we're at the 14-yard line, 2nd and 10. Brandt's in the shotgun. Got Langell next to him as the running back. Brandt gets the snap, looks downfield, ranges to his left, trips, throws, and it is intercepted at the goal line by Paw Paw. And Paw Paw is going to retain possession, and this game is all but over in heartbreaking fashion, as now there's a little bit of confusion. Maybe there's still life. I see a flag on the field. Maybe it's not over, folks. Let's see what happens here. And, you know, on that last play, I will say in Brandt's defense, he just kind of caught one of his cleats. His left foot sticks in the ground a little bit. He's falling over. He's throwing the ball as he's falling over, which led to a pass that was not very fast or hard. Not at all. Not what we've seen as far as the fast balls that we've seen Brandt throw tonight, because he has thrown some dimes tonight, that is for sure. Nobody can take that away from him. The Turf Monster claims another one here, as the ball was intercepted at the goal line by Paw Paw, and now Paw Paw is in victory formation with 2 seconds left. So unfortunately, the Cardinals will drop game 1 of the season in heartbreaking fashion, and you wouldn't wish this on your worst enemy. But Cardinals fall to 0-1 on the season. We'll step aside with the game recap. It's Cardinal football here on B1039.
Friday nights are for football and hometown pride. At Next Mortgage, we're your local lender, right here in the community, helping neighbors buy, build, and refinance. From first-time home buyers to growing families, we've got financing options for every situation. Amanda Court with Next Mortgage. I'm your hometown loan officer and proud sponsor of Big Rapids Cardinal football.
Call Amanda today at 616-634-3488. NMLS 1083851.
Fall temperatures are here, and before you know it, that crisp autumn air will turn into the chill of winter. So don't put those home projects on the back burner. Whether you need new windows, insulation, siding, or a sturdy new roof, now's the time to get started. Call Big Rapids Roofing at 231-629-8088. Big Rapids Roofing. Get your home ready before winter gets here. Big Rapids Roofing, a proud local business supporting this Big Rapids Cardinals football game. At Big Rapids Public Schools, every student matters, and every Cardinal has a path to success. With award-winning schools and endless possibilities, students discover their strengths, explore their passions, and prepare for what's next. Whether it's advanced placement, dual enrollment, career and technical education, athletics, fine arts, or Big Rapids Virtual School, students have the flexibility to choose their opportunities that fit them best. Big Rapids Public Schools, educating our future by empowering every Cardinal to discover their potential, pursue their passions, and prepare for life beyond graduation. Together, we are BR.
Hey, you're listening to Cardinal football here on B1039 as we have their final score 13-7. The Red Wolves come on top tonight, but you got to be proud of your guys. The Big Rapids Cardinal coaching staff definitely had their players in position to succeed in this game. That was very evident. I think the game plan worked. I think that the end result obviously is not what anybody wanted or anticipated. If you're just joining us, The story of the night is basically the Big Rapids Cardinals defense held this Red Wolves offense to 0 points through the first half. Red Wolves come up with a score in the third quarter, tie the game up 7-7. Cardinals just couldn't make anything happen on the next few drives. Enter the fourth quarter, they get a bad bounce, a couple penalties, and now the Red Wolves, like we've been talking about all night, that power T trio of running backs that Paw Paw is well known for, along with the large offensive linemen that they're running behind. They just wear down a defense. And that is the fact of the matter. They're a tough opponent to go against, especially in week one. Red Wolves were able to capitalize on that and ran one into the end zone from about 4 yards out, which they kind of nickel and dimed the Cardinals all night. There was very few plays. There was only 3 plays of over 10 or 15 yards that the Red Wolves even had. So, like I said, they just inched their way down the field. And as we all know from Al Pacino in, one of the best football movies ever made, life is a game of inches, as is the game of football. The Paw Paw Red Wolves took advantage of that and plunged one in, making the score 13-7 because they missed the extra point was blocked. Cardinals did have a chance with 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the ball game to march down the field, which they did. They got to about the 9-yard line. A lot of great plays by Langell and Foster, and a lot of nifty throws by Baby Brandt, your junior quarterback, and a lot of great throws by Brandt. And there's not a single person in the stadium or listening that would hang this loss on Brandt, because he played a heck of a ball game. He threw probably 4 to 5 passes that were just lasers in between defenders, and the Cardinals caught him. It just happened that at the end, you see as the Cardinals were about to score what seemed to be the game-tying touchdown, Brandt unfortunately, trips on the turf monster as he was throwing. The ball didn't have a lot of mustard on it, and the route was jumped by the Paw Paw linebacker and intercepted at the goal line with 2 seconds left. So a heartbreaking loss for Cardinal Nation, but I know that won't get to these kids. I know it won't let it get to the coaching staff or the players. They're going to bounce back from this. They'll learn from it, and I think above all else, they played a heck of a first game, and a lot of new players in the mix since last year's, phenomenal team that made their great playoff run. A lot of juniors stepped up in tonight's game and made a lot of big catches, and that's the important thing. There's a lot of great things to pull from this game. It didn't work out in their favor, but just so everybody out there knows, they did not quit. They drove all the way down the field in what was like I said before, the clutchiest of all clutch drives. Marched down the field, got in the red zone, and it just didn't go their way at the end. But no doubt Coach Selzer will have these boys back and ready to go next Friday when we take on Kennewa Hills in Kennewa Hills. So we're heading south, but other than that, your final score 13-7 in favor of the Paw Paw Red Wolves. Big Rapids Cardinals go to 0-1 on the season, and it is Kennewa Hills next week. Thank you again to all of our sponsors: Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash, Amanda Court, Law Officer at Next Mortgage, Rebound Home and Community Therapy, the Carl Jeffs Agency, Farm Bureau Insurance, Aaron Carrier Law, Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Grunts Brothers, Big Rapids Roofing, Rivertown Real Estate, and Big Rapids Public Schools. Thank you to all of you, and thank you guys for listening. You're listening to B1039. It's been Big Rapids Cardinal Football.
There's little that beats the experience of an evening in the bleachers cheering on your favorite team, but the customer service experience at Farm Bureau Insurance comes pretty close. Their winning team has been protecting your home field since 1949. Whatever your insurance needs, Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency. Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Contact Carl Jeffs at the Jeffs Agency at 231-796-7697. Farm Bureau Insurance, where the experience matters.
B1039 has been proud to present Big Rapids Cardinal Football with all the scores, all the strategy, and all the action. Big Rapids Cardinal football, brought to you on air and online by Aaron Carrier Law. Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair. Amanda Court at Next Mortgage. NMLS 1083851. Runts Brothers Party Store. Big Rapids Roofing. Rivertown Real Estate. Curry's Bright and Shiny Car Wash. Rebound Home and Community Therapy. Carl Jeff's Farm Bureau Insurance. Big Rapids Public Schools. And B1039. Join us again next Friday on the new home of Big Rapids Cardinals football, B1039.
There are a lot of things that make Michigan summers special, and one of those is when the sweet corn comes out, especially when it's from Carr Farms in Lakeview. Carr Farms has been farming since 1878, now in their 6th generation. The good news is that you don't have to drive all the way to Lakeview to enjoy sweet corn from Carr Farms. If you can hear B1039, one of their pop-up stands is nearby at the intersection of US 10 and M66 in Big Rapids on Perry Avenue in front of the Bedroom Center. On US 10 west of Reed City, in Lakeview next to McDonald's, in Canadian Lakes east of School Section Lake, in Stanwood on 8 Mile, in Remus M20 next to Remus Farm and Garden, Howard City M82 just off of US 131 exit 118, in Sand Lake next to Wesco on the west side, in Pearson exit 114 on Cannonsville Road across the street from J&H Mobile, and in Barrington at the Hanson BP. To find the 20+ locations, search Carr Farms on Facebook. Hurry though, like all Michigan things, sweet corn season is short. All locations are open until Labor Day or when the corn sells out. So bring a treat home the whole family will love. Sweet corn, grown locally at Carr Farms. It's so good.
This is Alec Gary of Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes.